Going on, folks? This is the first ever YouTube live that I'm running. I'm restreaming from Twitch. It's going to be a crew night. We're going to do multi-crew gameplay. We're going to hang out with some guys from the org. We're going to go on some rescue beacons and some adventures. And yeah, ask your questions about the game. Hang out with us in chat. Any issues you see with the stream, let us know. Looks like the stream's actually starting with a rescue beacon, so this is going to be an interesting one. And since this just started, I want you guys to bear with me for 1 second. I'm just going to grab myself a glass of water. There we go. And we're just going to wait for the crew to hop over into our live comms here. But we got a bunch of guys in here who are going to hang out with us. I'm just going to move them all manually. Moving you guys manually.
Copy.
Answer follow star and moving in tac now. Okay, now we're all on the same comm channel streaming live.
Copy.
First time trying it on YouTube. I'm on approach to you guys. Well, at least to the data center that he's there. There's your markers, yeah.
Hey, if you want to send a party invite to Naga so we can just find him.
Yeah, we could do that.
Lightning was the fast thing I could bring, so I can't really,
I need 1 second here. My stream info is being all weird. It's saying I'm playing a different game than I am.
It's always a good time.
Why is it doing this? Update all. I'm trying restream, but there we go. I have to update it once it's live. Interesting. Alright. Sorry, guys. Anybody who tuned in who saw No Man's Sky, I apologize. That was my last stream. Oh, we're trying to get Naga in the party, you said?
Yeah, if you could.
Naga. Nage? Naga?
Yeah, NAGE 512.
3 guys on a rescue beacon, and there's so many spawning enemies, we're actually having a hard time. This is fun.
Yes. This is no joke, dude.
Who parked their Vanguard over the hill?
I don't know, I parked my...
Looks like the turrets are already taken out, huh?
Yeah, I parked my M2 because I didn't know for sure if it was or not.
I'm gonna give it 1 second, see if anything spawns in. The bunker's kind of spawning in slowly anyway. That's a bunker not rendering yet.
Good time had my feet.
Servers have been a little rough. Bad news, guys. My ship won't power off. Do we have a server crash coming in?
yes.
Maybe.
Sorry if yes, but one.
Might be a 30k.
Yeah, we're getting a 30k.
Sorry, guys. I was here to assist.
Within is 0.03.
Give it a second, see if it recovers.
Yep, FPS now tanked to 0.
I'd like it to
And
make up its
now it's
mind
frozen.
so we could get going. Too bad this guy didn't get revived. More guys tuning in, thank you. We're experiencing a 30k here in Star Citizen, so we're kind of just sitting still for a second until it catches up. Hopefully I keep the ship.
Hopefully I find
Oh man, this
What?
guy had Citadel. The lieutenant had Citadel armor on him, like all the way through. I can't grab it.
Wait a minute.
That's-
It might be recovering.
Think so?
Let me get out of here.
I just picked up an FS9 I was trying to pick up off the ground.
Let me turn the ship off. It might recover.
I don't have
It's
any
acting
issues.
like it's trying to.
It would be great if it did. It'd be wonderful if it did, but we'll have to wait and see what happens here.
I don't think it's going to recover.
Good old 30Ks.
Yeah, I can't loot bodies. I can't pick up anything.
That's all right. We'll give it a minute. Sorry everyone's seeing this. It's just nothing happening because of the game crashing. Just give it a minute. Hopefully it decides to recover. 30K is the bane of Star Citizen. When they happen, there's literally nothing you can do. You just gotta wait it out. Can't
I
get
mean,
out
do
of
they
the seat.
spawn like that normally, or is that like a 30k issue too when they start going crazy spawn like the? Because these guys were spawning like in mid.
No, there's
like,
bunkers that do that. There's bugged bunkers that spawn like endless people. I don't think it's has anything to do with the server
There it
crashing.
is.
Oh, there he goes.
There's
yeah.
the 30K. You know what? I'm kind of glad it happened because now we can get back to doing something.
Yeah, we can get out of there.
Now we can actually
Jesus
do things, do all the things.
Christ, that
Freedom.
was brutal. Boulder, we're going to let you pick the server.
Oh, put all that on me. I see how it is.
Yeah, well, you're the party lead.
I am the party lead. People who are tuning in on Twitch and YouTube, it's my first time restreaming from YouTube and Twitch, so like feel free to jump in the chat and test this for me. I want to see if I can see the chat all in one place on OBS in the back end. So I usually just do Twitch only. First time trying, see what the quality of it's like, any of that stuff. So please do engage.
Please to engage.
Why am I in the hospital?
I don't know. I'm the one who should be in the hospital.
I have all my gear. It just didn't know where to put me, so it put me in the hospital.
Someone left an inmate work helmet in this habitation room.
Sounds about right. Take it.
I did put in local inventory instantly.
Testing on YouTube. Hey, that worked. Thank you.
I can't believe I survived that entire situation. No damage, just one bullet or two.
Where are you guys all going to spawn in?
Have to.
I'm at Everest.
I'm probably at Evers also, but I've got to get to med.
Welcome.
I spawned in at Bajini after the 30K. Looks like my ship is here. Are we thinking separate ships or one ship tonight? I'm down for either.
I'm down for whatever.
I mean, it depends what you plan on doing.
Oh, why does it keep doing this stuff? Okay. It says my ship is stored at Kelto RX Clinic. So there
Oh,
goes
no.
the stocked Cutlass. Last time I went to
Funny.
prison, it said my ship was stored at prison. I lost it. A couple weeks ago, the Corsair said it was stored at ArcCorp, and I lost it. This is a recurring bug. I just did that whole video on how easy it is to live on your ship and stock your ship, and then 30K happens and it stores my ship in the hospital. I'm gonna try climbing it and see what happens.
You know, the like original inventory, like it's been having like buggy issues with me, but then it fixes itself. I don't know. Have you been checking it a couple times?
What do you mean?
Like it'll
Eventually.
like okay, yeah, it does, but it's like no, I was in that last server that it was doing it though. I mean, this is a new one. It shouldn't be doing it.
No, this is just an issue I've had a couple times in the past week, where it tells me that my ship is stored somewhere that it can't possibly be stored. and then I lose the ship. I'm glad it wasn't the Corsair or the Carrack, but like this right here, I should. You know what I want to do? I'm gonna do a print screen. There should be. I should probably escalate this. I haven't reported this bug, but I'm wondering if anybody else has. Ship stored places it can't be stored.
Touching my loop shit.
Atomic, why do you keep calling me scary, man? I don't get it. Alright, I'm not gonna use the Corsair then. I'm gonna use the Defender.
Welcome to the
Let's go with something
AUEC
different.
Vehicle retrieval system.
Where is it? Banner Defender.
Your vehicle has been
There we go. There, 4.
Select injury. All of them, please.
Please fix all the things that are wrong with me.
Fix me.
That's it. Atomic just redeemed, give team out a treat. Gotta give me a minute on that one, buddy. We're trying to get back in the game, but I keep note of them.
That's better. I'm no longer walking around drunk.
I do like the Defender. I almost pledged it at one point.
I think I tried flying the Defender once, but never actually got to the spaceport to fly it.
It's just buggy. It's a very buggy ship, like so many others.
Buggy ship that is half the game.
Yeah. I like it though. It's got a really cool paint you can get for it that's like chrome and black. Makes it look less like a gold crab.
The crustacean nation.
Yeah. That's what some people like about this ship. For me, it's more of like a... I don't know. I just think it's a unique ship. It's fast. You guys are all over at Hurston?
Yeah, Everest.
I'm at Treasure Bike.
Well, let's see what missions pop up and figure it out from there. Did I just black myself out taking that corner? I did. My god. Alright.
Aliens are made of sterner stuff.
Mercenary. They are. Have you seen the Vandul? And the Banu?
I've seen the ships, the green one they had recently.
Mm-hmm.
Never seen that one fly a thing, but I know it exists. It has a really cool paint. It's like red, blue. It's got a whole design on it.
Not seeing anything good over here. I'm gonna jump to you guys at Hurston. We'll just hang out over there. You know, if there's 2 of you already over there, it makes sense. Got some missions, do some ground stuff, do some orbital stuff. No particular plan tonight, just hang out.
Do some random star citizenry.
Yeah, including 30Ks that decide to store your ship inside the hospital.
Could you imagine waking up at a hospital as a ship clipped into the building?
I wonder if that's how they get there, because I've seen that before. It's just annoying. But a whole video stopping that ship up, and then craft protection just didn't do a thing. How much fuel does this thing have again? Oh, it's got a great amount of fuel. Perfect. You can always join, buddy. Just join the party. You don't have to join, boys. Let's see you online. You're one of those guys that your username's different than your Discord name's different than your Twitch name, isn't it? Trying to find Atomic in my list. I'm gonna put Rev in the party even though he can't get into this comms. Rev's awesome, but his mic isn't very good.
Or something.
You gotta change your gamer tag, Atomic. Atomic Games is a great one. Galgor is a weird one. I don't know what that's from. It sounds like Dungeons and Dragons or something. It won't let you. So if you've ever changed it before, you had to pay to change it again. You can only change it once for free.
Conan series?
Maybe.
I think the
Oh, I
biggest
didn't
thing
even know
they have
that.
is that you have to pay after like the second, after the first name change, so people don't constantly rename themselves stupid things.
Yeah, you change it once, and then after that, you gotta buy a name change token. But so
Yeah,
it doesn't like
Dustin's
put too much
the
weight
same
in the database. It's all people are also using it to like avoid like they grief somebody and they change their name, that sort of thing. I changed mine once because at one point I was gonna have a different one than the rest of my tags, and I decided to. It is Dungeons and Dragons. Oh man, I called it. It just sounds like something that would be in D&D. I've never even played D&D, and it sounds like a D&D name.
You ever played Skyrim?
So you
Yes.
Panzer
You played D&D.
in the red armor.
Fair enough. I actually really like Skyrim. I mean, it's an old game now. There's like a whole subset of guys who go back and play it really heavily. It didn't really do it for me. Like after that, but I enjoyed it the first playthrough.
I tried to play Skyrim, but I ended up losing interest.
I am more of a
just-
sci-fi guy than a fantasy guy. I think you're probably saying the same thing, Falling. Like it didn't hold me the same, but I enjoyed it. I played the whole game. I beat Skyrim and every DLC they had. I found out why the No Man's Sky stream was so bad yesterday. It kept giving me encoding errors, and I was like, I can stream Star Citizen endlessly with no issues, but No Man's Sky kept lagging like crazy. Like, what's causing this? So I looked it up in some forums and talked to some other like kind of bigger streamers, just that I happen to have on my friends list. Apparently, when you're jumping in, like, what do they call it in No Man's Sky? When you're jumping in Quantum Pulse Drive, all of the things that are flying by, the particles and stuff, they're too much for the system to handle the way they're coded. And so when you're jumping in, we'll call it Quantum because it's called in that game, it overloads the system. So a lot of the big streamers, what they do is whenever they're jumping around from place to place in No Man's Sky, is they actually minimize the screen. And it's like a common issue. I had no idea. So that's why when I was base building, it was fine. I was in the station, it was fine. I was running the mission, I was fine. As soon as I jumped between place and place, all of a sudden it conked out. It's up to you, Atomic. If you're not going to do the voice thing tonight, you could talk and party chat with these guys if you want to, or you could kind of just follow along, or you could jump on a ship with us, or you can chat in Twitch chat. It doesn't really matter to me, man. Anybody else who's watching, you're welcome to kind of add my name and join our server. We don't have a lot of room in our party right now, but you're more than welcome to come hang out with us. All right. What do we got for missions over here? Repel? No.
Oh, come on.
How fast that was.
No. No.
Could induce a 30k.
Not.
Pickersfield, Bounty. I'm gonna do that while I'm waiting for you guys.
What? Person? 'Cause I'm already. I'm on Everest, so.
You're already here?
if you
Yeah.
swing by-
It's literally... I could swing by and get you, sure. Let's do that.
Yeah, both Panzer and I are here.
I'm only in a two-person ship, but Panzer, what do you have here?
I don't know. I'll have to take a look. I don't know if my M2 made it back over here or not, but I'm getting the rubber banding inventory at the moment.
Fair enough. Yeah, servers are all... Like, anybody who's kind of watching and seeing the issues, like, servers are all going to struggle right now. There's an event going on called Jumptown. It always causes issues, without fail.
I'll head to Pad 1 Boulder.
Pad 1. Well, I can't see numbers, but I'll go to a pad. I forgot how fast this thing goes. You boost a little bit and you black out. I'm not kidding.
I don't tell you. So a lot of ship sense gamers are incredibly zippy.
Yeah. The Defender's the fastest ship of its class. He's switching to third person because it just looks so much better on stream. Couple more guys tuning in. Thank you. This is just another Twitch gameplay stream, but it is the first time we're streaming it to YouTube. So I appreciate you guys tuning in. I'm going to try and start doing both because I've got Restream installed now and I've got enough followers on YouTube to make it worthwhile. There you
I
go.
forgot how strange this ship looks.
Yeah, it's cool though, right?
It is. Just very, very odd.
That's not something I'd pledge. It's too niche, but so I shouldn't say niche. It is a well-rounded ship, but it's people often forget it when they say there's only so many fighters with interiors because this is a fighter and it has an interior. I think it actually classifies as a heavy fighter too.
Really?
It's just fast. It's just super fast. It's got the same firepower as a Cutlass. Share this with you. It's just a small bounty while we're waiting for the other guys to get here. It's not like it's going to pay us very much, but see what else is down there.
If you showed someone the silhouette of this thing without telling no difference, someone might think this is an alien version of a vulture.
Yeah, they are similar in that way. Although the Vulture is very clearly based off of the what's that ship in Eve that it's like completely ripped off of? Oh, someone's got to turn the name of that thing. I totally forget. There's a ship in Eve that it's a mining ship. It's identical. It's literally identical to the Vulture. Did you guys read the lore post on the Vulture that came out today?
I forgot that was actually releasing. For some reason, the tracker thing is like vanished from my Discord.
Weird. Yeah, Whitley's got to come out today for the Vulture is really interesting.
Get to find the lore on the box with
All those engine sounds. I hope they do more alien ships. They're not like my jam all the time. I have other ships I like a lot more, but once in a while. There's a ship already down here. Novera. Guy's in a caterpillar. Zero threat, but I'm wondering what he's doing down
probably
here.
here for cargo.
Do they sell cargo
my-
here?
Most of the places have a commodity terminal.
Gotcha.
Outside Pickersfield,
Yeah. It's just a little 9K bounty. It's just something to do.
they might have terminals there. I think so. Yeah.
So what can the co-pilot do in this ship?
Take control. If I get out of my seat, you can fly the ship. It's one of the few ships you can do that.
Oh, that's nice. What the? Behind us.
I got him locked. I don't know what he thinks he's doing, but
Landing gear up.
he's
I
leaving.
thought the caterpillar was landed.
No, he was leaving.
Huh.
Keep an eye on him for a second. He has enough firepower to mess up our day if we're not moving, but he's never going to catch us.
Not in atmosphere.
Not anywhere. Or I guess in quantum, you mean?
Quantum, he might be able to.
Yeah,
Could you
quantum.
imagine fighting someone in quantum?
Oh, he could pass us because he's got a TS2 and we've got a VK. He's at 11.6. I'm just before I get to the ship, I'm just making sure he's leaving the area. 12. About to leave scanner range. $13. Yeah, he's gone. Screw it. Yeah, this is one of the few ships that you can actually have the co-pilot do something in this one now. It's really cool. So, like, I'm looking forward to the Corsair being able to have the co-pilot take over. Like, imagine you're in your Corsair, you're flying, or your Carrack, and you're like, okay, I got to get up and go use the restroom, you know, co-pilot's aircraft. And then they kind of take control. Like, that's coming. It's going to be really cool when it happens. But for now, there's very few ships that can do that. The Carrack upper bridge. And... is our bounty underground? That's disappointing. We got Star
What was I doing
Citizen.
here?
Oh man, he said it.
Look around for a second, but I think our bounty's underground. I love this game, and I'm really glad we got, like, our first YouTube stream is actually showing what the game's really like. Like, it's gorgeous. Like, okay, so some guys are tuning in on YouTube. I stream on Twitch all the time. First YouTube stream. I appreciate you guys jumping in and checking it out. I'll do more of these. But if you've never played this game, like, it's gorgeous. Like, this is freaking stunning.
Oh yeah,
But
absolutely.
it's an alpha, and it's buggy. And so, like, our target for our bounty mission is literally either not spawned or underground. And I don't know, is he going to shoot me through the ground, or is he going to just never spawn in? We'll look around for a second, because he could be somewhere here, and the marker just isn't updated, which is highly possible, but this is something that can happen in this game. I still recommend it. If you don't want to spend the
Gosh, I don't
$45
know.
it costs to buy the game, wait till a free fly. There's going to be one in May, and just play the game for free for a week. I promise you'll enjoy it, but you have to learn to live with the alpha bugs. Okay, we got a cluster of hostiles over here. I wonder if maybe he's one of them. I don't think so, though. None of them are active. They're just standing here.
Don't disrespect the crouch, man.
Okay.
Alright, I'm gonna
well-
go see what my M2 rated
Oh,
over here.
I think he just spawned in. He spawned.
Oh, all right.
It's lag.
Yeah, I'm right behind you.
I'm
There's
seeing
a-
other NPCs spawning in, so just kind of be aware somebody else might have spawned a mission here, and that's what caused the lag.
God, I wish you could like turn some of those like Gatling turrets around.
Alright. So that was the bounty target. What did he have on him for a gun?
Surprise, motherfucker.
That might be the gun that ammo that I'm looking for, actually. It is. Take some of that.
Yay.
I'm also gonna take this extra C-54 for the ship.
Please.
Alright. It's leggy, let's get out of here. These new ground sites can be pretty leggy.
My M2 made it.
Your M2 made it? Nice.
Yep, Tack, you want to fly with me, or what are you pulling out?
Y'all want a fighter or y'all want a M2 double seated? Up to y'all.
Honestly, we could all pile into them too.
We could.
You could.
But I'll
Very
pile
easily.
into them,
Well, with
too.
vehicles for everybody. Hangar 12.
I look forward to the tanks and stuff having a purpose. Like, you can kind of make a purpose with the ground vehicles like the STV and stuff, like approaching bunkers and whatever. The tanks really do have no purpose right now, but I look forward to there being, like, ground war, that kind of
You can
thing.
use tanks to approach bunkers. I mean, at least knock down
Okay,
the
but you have to really want to, because it would be a lot slower.
You could also bring a tank to a ground site, like one of these.
Okay, let me word it differently. There's no efficient way to use a tank at any of the existing missions or ground sites. You can choose to use whatever you want.
True.
We need hover bikes for like rocky terrain, man. Like we need that already.
We need turrets to not target the hover bikes.
Yes, that thing.
Bunkers. Because then I would use the Dragonfly. I would use the Nox. There's a new one coming out from Mirai that's rumored.
There's also the what's it called, Ranger, in development.
Well, the
Ranger's
Ranger's the wheel one. The Ranger's the first ground vehicle that I could see myself actually pledging with LCI. Because that'll fit in anything. Put a Ranger, picture the Carrack. Pod bays are now opening. It's got a vehicle bay in the back. You're parking the Ursa under the belly of the Carrack. And then the captain keeps a Ranger or two in the front garage. So it's like, oh yeah, go hop in the Ursa, head in. If you guys run into trouble, we'll meet you over there. And you got these two, like, basically pod bikes for getting there faster. Mercenary. I've got a couple of ground sites. What else is available? None of those are good ones. I'm hoping one of the box missions pops up, but I don't know if those are working right now with the event going on. What are you guys feeling like?
I'm game for anything.
Okay. I only have group missions over here for bounties. I don't do a lot of bounties over here. I don't have the same rep I do other places. Let's just keep things moving by we'll go clear out a Caterpillar site for something to do here, and then we'll keep going. I'm just going to share this location. None of this stuff's going to pay very well, but if they're going to raise the cost of ships and stuff, they need to think about mission payouts, because...
Oh Jesus, they also need to fix the weird... To make it more smooth on the Copod side, because I just watched you yank the camera around. On this, like, that was jarring.
The game isn't all about money. I don't want people to understand that. Like, it's like in the future,
cool.
ships are going to cost so much, like it's going to take you years, like it did in Elite, to get to a big warship. I'm totally fine with that. But they need to take into account, if they're amping the cost of these things, that some things need to be balanced. The cost of selling weapons you pull off of ships needs to be buffed. The cost of player bounties needs to be buffed. NPC bounties, whatever. 10 grand for killing an NPC in 30 seconds, like, unless they make them harder, that's fine. But there's a lot of things that need a little bit, like, I'm not saying we need to make millions per hour so we can buy an 890 in a week. I'm completely against that. But we do need, if they're going to raise the cost of, let's say, a Cutlass Black to 8 million. I'm making that number up, but I mean, they're raising everything by a factor of 5 to 10. So let's say 8 million. Then to earn one with the current mission rewards would take you 3 to 4 weeks to get basically a premium starter. It just doesn't feel completely balanced.
Mech sites on our left.
Oh, I was heading for the bunker by accident. Good call. Oh, you're gonna black out. I went third person before it happened.
I really hope that what's it called? They eventually find some way to make the experience flying Copilot a bit smoother.
Well,
Just
yeah,
having the
of course
ship-
they will, because the Copilot will have jobs, dude. Like, you'll have to monitor comms, or you'll have to be monitoring ship controls, or be doing engineering, or you won't just be sitting there looking out the window and twiddling your thumbs.
I'm having a grand old time right now, just staring out the window, twiddling my thumbs.
A couple more guys tuning in on YouTube. Thanks, guys. This is, like the caption says, it's first time streaming on YouTube. Many streams on Twitch. Feel free to hang out. We're just doing some random missions as a group here. Plus, more guys join us soon. Just do the crew thing. Where is this caterpillar? It says it's right here. Did it not spawn in?
It might load in. Watch out.
It's right. It's supposed to be right there. There it is. Pop. Wow, the servers are really struggling, aren't they?
Seriously.
This is rough.
I've opened the door.
You know what? I'm gonna there's a lot of them out there. Like, this will be a fun one, but I'm really concerned to get out of the ship with the way everything's popping in right now.
Oh boy, gravity is interesting right now.
Alright. You do the ground thing, I'll do the ship thing. Because there might be hostile ships coming in.
Right. Yeah, I just hostile set it.
Landing gear.
Oh no.
What's wrong?
Your 4 friendly NPCs are coming in.
Oh god.
No.
Hey Abyss, what's going on? The mass crowd of friendly NPCs that's coming in that like messes up everything and blows you off your feet.
Killed me twice last night.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna stay on the ship for this one.
Pissed off tack.
Yeah, I love getting out for these ones, but like I'm gonna stay on the ship for this one too. It's being kind of rough.
Pissed off tack bad enough he wouldn't spend 8 hours in jail for it.
Turned it into like 20 minutes.
Those are coming out on your right.
Nothing else over here. They're all over by Fallen.
Get him falling. You should have seen falling, man. He capped this one guy yesterday. It was like the perfect kill.
I'm nervous
Ugh.
with the servers right now.
Top of you right now.
Did I hit you?
Yes.
This is my bad. You good?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Yeah.
I'm just currently trying to chain myself off this piece of metal.
Ship prices are leaked on Reddit. I've seen most of them, Abyss. I'm not big on leaks despite having Evocati access. So please don't link them, but I appreciate the offer. They're not final is the thing. They're work in progress. They've made it very clear in Evo that they're going to change several times before live. So don't be too concerned about the rumored pricing. But they are going up by a factor of 5 to 10 on ships, armor, and weapons. So what I'm saying is they need to make it so that when you pull parts off ships, they're worth more. When you do missions, they're worth more. Like, there needs to be a way of making that money back. As an example, if you salvage a hammerhead right now and it's covered in size 4 guns and you pull a size 4 gun off and sell it, it's worth less than selling a P4 AR, which is absurd. They need to buff that. If they raise the cost of everything and they don't raise the cost of what things are worth, they're actually damaging the economy. When salvaging ship parts first came out, they were massively too high. You could make like 200 grand a gun, so they nerfed it too far. And so they're playing with the balancing right now. I just hope they find that sweet spot soon, because I love doing that kind of salvage, and it's really painful to think that I could pull a TS2 off a ship and have it be worth less than a sniper rifle.
Boulder, can you confirm looking at Aberdeen whether or not it's got a giant mark down the middle?
What do you what?
I'm looking at Aberdeen right now from the ground, and it looks like the planet has a giant like carve through the middle.
I don't know what you're talking about. I'm in the map. I don't see anything.
No,
No,
he's
I
on
mean-
the
I mean-
ground looking up at the actual planet.
Huh. Weird. It's probably just a bug. There's a lot of bugs this week. It's been rough.
Very.
I'm exploring the Caterpillar wreckage limit.
Okay. What do we got for missions? We got some group HRTs. That's kind of fun, but not the right ships for that. Group ERT. Merc missions. We've got a couple of smaller ones.
I've got a couple smaller evics.
I'm waiting for some of the cool new ground sites to pop out. The ones that we actually need 4 or 5 guys. Tonic's flying in with an Inferno. Says, please don't shoot him.
What's that you said? Shoot the Inferno?
What's that? Shoot the Inferno?
Shoot the Inferno?
I'm usually in an Inferno, man. Right now I'm in a Defender. I couldn't do much to the Inferno anyway.
There is a player bounty.
Yeah, where is that guy?
I don't know. I'm waiting for it to pop up.
Yeah, I'm waiting for it to pop up too. I grabbed it as well.
If you're not a player bound, I'm probably gonna swap armor at a station.
Yeah, I'll probably get a fighter. It's probably at Jump Town. If anything.
Probably sitting at Jump Town. It's not really worth going over there, but I thought we'd check. Why are so many missions just not popping up right now?
I might have some.
I'm not seeing regular bunkers. I'm not seeing new ground settlements. I'm not seeing. There's a lot of things.
I got a defense site retrieve confidential materials.
Yeah, let's do that.
Sharing.
Oh, did we both grab it at the same time? Is it at Barnabas?
Barnabas.
I can't accept
Barnabas.
it.
Barnabas. Sharing it
I can't
again.
accept it.
Watch it above you when you take off if you're still on the ground.
I bet we shared it at the same time.
Probably. I don't know how we both got it at the same time. That's crazy. Servers are so laggy right now.
So who's picking me up?
Swapping seats.
I thought you were in my ship.
No, I was crawling towards it because the weather got.
I'll pick him up.
I got him. I'm already down here.
You're on the ground? Alright.
I'm closer to it than you are.
Alright. Hop in with Panzer.
You're like a loot goblin for passengers.
Goblin.
Couple more guys tuning in. Thank you for jumping into our... It's gotta be like our 20th or 30th Twitch stream, but it's our first YouTube stream, so... Appreciate you guys hopping in. If you play the game, go ahead and just sit back and relax. If you don't play the game, go ahead and ask questions. Got some pretty experienced guys here playing together. Nothing crazy planned for tonight. We're not doing any more overdrive at the moment. We're avoiding Jump Town for the night. We're just doing crew stuff and hopefully some rescue beacons and player bounties and stuff pop up to hang out and do.
That close enough for you to get onto?
Yep, main on board.
Is anybody else not getting a marker for Barnabas?
Why is there a floating piece of geometry inside the M2?
I mean, because that was at one point a ballista. Or a Centurion. If you notice, there's a pile of rhinos also next to it.
Huh. That was a nice constellation skin, the red one.
Yeah, jump to Hurston and see if it's there. Does it say what moon it's on? Is it on Hurston or a moon?
I don't know.
Yeah,
I still haven't.
check.
Hold on, I don't think I ever got it.
It's on Hurston.
Shared it, but I couldn't accept it.
It's Barnabas on Hurston.
It's on Hurston. That's why it's not popping up. It's too far. I'll share mine again. See if it pops up for you. I think we accepted like 2 at the same time. Is what happened.
But that's going to turn this bunker into insanity.
Yeah. Yeah. Well. Until at 30Ks again, because it's been so rough the past few days.
Oh, I didn't know it was a stuffed bear on the M2.
Yeah. Crew quarters. Same with the MSR and the Carrick.
Well, that's neat.
Can't pick it up though. Not yet. No marker for Barnabas over here. I'm swiveling to find it until we get our new map. Oh, I'm so stoked for the new map.
I think that's the one thing I'm most excited about right now. You said it's on Hurston?
It's on Hurston. Even if it's broken and like there's some visibility errors and stuff, like the ability to just search Barnabas, because these things are all overlapping each other and the map right now you can't really zoom in properly, is going to be absolutely huge for people who play the game.
Yeah.
How have I not found it yet? Like, do I have to check every single one of these?
Mm-hmm.
Breckenridge, Rufus, Upper Eye, Pickers, Barnabas. Got it. You know, the cool thing about streaming to YouTube now as well is that when you're done, you can just kind of add a cover to it and it's already uploaded instead of streaming on Twitch, then downloading and uploading. So that's kind of cool.
Crew pilot jumping now.
I will say the message of the day was nice to see.
Which one's that?
They managed to get the memory issues fixed for the. I think they said they got the memory search space for the engineering.
Oh, yeah, for the tests in Arena Commander. Yeah. Yeah, there's a good chance
I know-
that 323 might hit wave 1 as well this week. They're aiming for it. They're trying.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if hangars just got delayed.
I don't want to spread misinformation, so for anybody, that marker just popped up. For anybody watching, this is not due to Evo access. This is not anything I know. But having played games with instancing before, like Elite Dangerous had instancing, it is tricky technology that is prone to issues, and I am expecting the personal hangars to be delayed a little bit. I think they'll come out in 323.
I think I'm coming in just right above you.
Okay, but I think they'll be 323 point something. Like, I would bet we get 323, then bug fixes 0.1 and 2, then Invictus 0.3, 0.4, and then there will be maybe a 3.24 patch where we'll get the actual personal hangars. Personal hangars are not game-changing, they're just really cool quality of life, so I think we can wait a little bit for them to get them right. Now, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe they push them out in 323 anyway, but like at the moment, they're not in the patch notes, and they appear, from what I'm seeing, to be delayed. How far back are you guys?
1,400 meters.
Okay. Oh, I guess what ships in a bit. The pilot door on the Defender is busted.
Take a chance for the turret or pop it.
It's telling me that it's
not shooting at us.
Yeah, it's not one of those bunkers. It's
Are getting
telling me
a
this
green
door's
zone.
open and I can't get out of it. I might actually be stuck in my ship.
Sir, FPS frozen.
Are you kidding me?
Man.
I played for 8 to 10 weeks straight without a single 30k when 322 came out, and there's been 2 tonight and 1 earlier today. It's been rough.
Let's not even talk about last night
Yeah.
or the night before.
Oh, Christ.
It's been really bad for crashes lately. Like, I don't know what's going on. Maybe it's because they're stress testing so many things. You got
They need a serious-
Jumptown, Overdrive, the Evocati test,
Atomic made it.
323
Pops on the deck,
tests.
let's see what happens.
I can't get out of my ship.
It's zeroed out or what falling?
Sir, FPS is frozen and bandwidth is
Yep.
struggling.
It's probably gonna 30k out.
Yeah, I can't even turn on my lights.
I got mine on
Yeah.
and landed, got my doors open, and then it did it. I can't with my bridge door. Sorry for the guys watching. We're getting a lot of server issues tonight. You're gonna kind of just see us standing here with a 30k for a minute or so.
Can't get out of my chair.
But
30k.
this is what I always promise when it comes to streaming. I don't do edits. I don't do flashy entrances. I don't do, polish. This is the game. This is how the game is.
Yep. Bandwidth hit 0. But now it's a matter of waiting.
When it works, Star Citizen is fucking glorious. It's
it is.
honestly the best game I've ever played when it's working. But you get nights. Yeah, we all did. You get nights like this where you have this crash called 30k. It's basically server crash errors, and it can be rough. Which is why I'm not getting in my bigger ships or running a full crew in one ship or carrying a lot of vehicles and stuff tonight. I'm just getting in fighters because we're gonna lose a lot of stuff tonight. So I just did that whole video on what it's like to live on a ship, and I'm not gonna do that tonight because the game's not stable.
Normally it is. This has just been.
Yeah, like, what was the last time besides this week that you guys had this many crashes?
I don't remember. Maybe one.
322 was 0.1 has been good. 22 was good. 321 point something was good. Like, I've had great experience for the past few weeks. Honestly, when 322 came out, I was like, I remember, I think it was actually you and me, Tack, or was it you and me, Panzer? Like, we were like some of the first guys to log in when that patch came out. I was with somebody, and like 10 minutes in, I started like laughing with glee. I was like, oh my god, it's working so well.
Yeah, that was you and me.
Yeah.
We were both just screaming FPS.
So smooth, 30 FPS the whole 30 server FPS the whole time. So the game has
That was-
really
that
good
was
times.
insane. Oh, first-person combat was insane.
It was
night, too.
the NPCs were absolutely demolishing us because they were so responsive.
It was. We spent more time shooting each other with med guns than we did bad
The
guys.
Defender's now stored in the freaking hospital, like the Cutlass was. So it's just a bug with what's happening here.
So I guess if a 30k occurs, it's game over.
Well, so what's supposed to happen, what usually happens, you 30k, it just puts your ship where you were. And it puts you back at the station. But instead of putting me, I think it's a known bug, instead of putting me in the station, the Habs, it's putting me in the hospital. And so it's putting my ship in the hospital too. I looked it up while we were flying there. It's a known bug. It's like been reported. They said in the last patch for 3.2.1 that they had fixed it. And clearly it's come back.
Hey, I might bring up my Harbinger instead.
Harbinger's fun. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Like fighters, no interiors, nothing big. If the servers are going to be like this, like, let's just fly in a formation of fighters.
I got room for a gunner if somebody wants to gun, but
I'm going to stay in my own ship just for the sake of stream, so I'm not just sitting there gunning.
no, I get that. I understand. Just throwing that out there. I figured everyone else has got their own ships they're going to fly.
Oh, I cannot wait for that new Mirai heavy fighter if that comes to fruition.
You're just drooling, aren't you?
I am. Okay, we got a bunch of guys watching. We had a bunch of 30Ks. We're not flying big ships tonight. Somebody jump in chat. What should I fly? I'm going to do something small. So I could do... I want something with guns. I could do Harbinger. I could do Sentinel, M50. I could do Eclipse. I could do Avenger. Inferno.
Merlin. No.
I could get the Defender back out again.
Fly your Fury.
I wish the Fury had a jump drive. That's why I'm excited for that Mirai. Ion. I don't have the Ion, Shane. I went with the Inferno this patch. Because every other patch I alternate, right? Because you lose them. I've had it my Inferno for like a year.
Sorry to interrupt, but if my mic ends up, if I end up hearing like random thunder from my mic, a thunderstorm just started.
Fair enough, man. No one's gonna complain about thunder. Yeah, I guess I could do Inferno. You're right. The Ion's a good ship, man. It's just I always alternate. So like before the last ship wipe, which was like a year and a half ago, I had the Ion, and this time I did the Inferno because I don't have one pledged. Eclipse is a cool one. I have one of those here. I could fly around in Eclipse. They'll do all the DPS until something big shows up, and then I'll just absolutely demolish it. Okay, Abyss reference Broken Arrow. I have to fly the Eclipse now. Where's the Eclipse? Where is it? What's the quantum drive in the Eclipse, actually?
That's a stealth. It's not fast.
I'm seeing if I swap mine. Broken Arrow is such a good movie. I'm going to watch that tonight when I'm done streaming. I haven't seen that movie in such a long time.
I'm taking the Lightning and we're taking fighters.
Drift.
Broken Arrow with Travolta?
Yeah. You know what? I'm not gonna do the Eclipse simply because I haven't upgraded the drive. And I don't want to go shopping right now. It was a really good idea, and I will next time. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna fly the
Welcome to the ASOC vehicle
where is it?
system.
Mirai Razor.
Your vehicle
Real small, real fast, real stealth.
Really not big long jump capability.
No. But it'll get me where I'm going.
Is that the one still? Are you still stocked with shotguns on it?
Yeah.
Okay, just checking.
Stock shotguns and an Atlas drive. Look at this little thing. Oh, I'm not stuck with shotguns. It looks like I swapped it out for NDBs.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I don't know when I did that, but all right, cool.
Oh, you don't have the stealth. You don't have the EX.
No, I have the LX. It runs more stealth than the stealth one does right now.
Kind of funny how that works.
Yeah. What do I have for quantum drive in this thing? I haven't really flown this thing much. 583. That's not that bad. It'll get me around. Okay. It looks like it put me back at ArcCorp. Where's everyone else?
Everest.
Everest.
You're all over there?
Except for Atomic. I don't know. Where did Atomic end up?
Atomic, he's at Crusader. You and I are going to meet them at Hurston.
No consignments.
I'm at Seraphim Station.
This is the Mirai Razor. It's the LX edition. It's actually stealthier than the Stealth edition right now. This little tiny baby of a ship. It's so hard to lock onto that you have to be within like, I think it's like 1.2 kilometers or less to actually lock onto it. So in combat right now, until Master Mode comes out, you're basically untouchable.
Yeah, there's no way gimbals can't track you fast enough.
Like, look at this thing. This is fun. Oh, tell me we're not crashing again.
Nope. Nah, Surfius is going. Yeah, it's going.
I had lost all ship control for a second there. I was really worried. Yeah, she's a fun little ship. Not something I'd pledge, but like I said, it's been so long since they've wiped ships that I have like almost every ship in the game right now as an in-game buy. This is a super unpopular thing to say, but I'm almost looking forward to a wipe because I just want to, until the game is done, until it's live and we're actually accumulating money and there's never gonna be wipes again and we're saving for capital ships and space stations and bases and all that stuff, as long as we're in alpha and there are going to be wipes anyway, I kind of want one to happen soon. I want the fresh start. Because once it goes live, 1.0, I'm going to be like hoarding. Elite Dangerous, what did I have when I stopped playing that game? Like 120 billion credits and 3 of every ship.
I can see the sun through Lorville right now, so it looks like there's a giant lance of light spear in the middle of the city.
Yeah, the servers are struggling. It's been really rough since they launched Overdrive, and now Overdrive and Jumptown, it's just not great.
I'm of the opinion that they should have just tested Overdrive on its own.
Well, they said why they did Jumptown in testing chat. Like, they want the servers to crash. The whole alpha thing. Like, they're like, okay, Jumptown, Overdrive, we're handling it. Servers are handling it. They're, you know, a little chuggy. Let's go. Let's crash it. +1 for a wipe. That ASOP scroll hurts my finger. Yeah, man. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, again, once we're live, once the game's done, and we're kind of going to move. Just like, if you guys played Elite Dangerous, right? You might keep, like, 3 warships on your capital ship. You might keep 2 in your home system. I kept a warship in my friend's org's home system. Like, you accumulate and you spread out. But right now, I've got 27 pages of armor. I've got the full ASOP. I know new guys are kind of like, you know, oh, you're being elitist wanting a wipe. It's like, but you're new. It doesn't really affect you badly either. Like, just accept it. It keeps things clean. You don't have to pledge anything. Just enjoy earning stuff in game and fly with the guys who do have bigger shits pledged. I have a reclaimer pledged. So all the guys in my org after a wipe, we just board my reclaimer and we go make some money.
People go buy some ships. They make some more money.
Yeah. I'm of that subset of players that enjoy, like, when I played Elite, I wanted, in the beginning, I tried to play with only one ship. I tried to be only, when I got to the Anaconda, I had only one ship, just the Anaconda. I flew that thing for a really long time. In this game, I fly almost exclusively the Corsair. I do have the Carrack as well. But I like being in one ship for weeks at a time and kind of living out that Firefly or that Expanse kind of feeling, that universe. This is my ship. This is my home. And so I don't need 60 ships.
No worries, Atomic.
What's happening?
He's gonna have to leave in about 20-25 minutes.
I don't know who said what?
Atomic type.
Oh, he's typing somewhere.
Party chat in game. Yeah, he has to leave in about 20 minutes.
Oh, gotcha. Cool. I didn't have party chat up, sorry. Hooked on the Taurus at the moment. Yeah, Taurus is a great ship, man. Bunch of guys in the chat right now I think are big fans of the Constellation.
I still really like the Hercules.
Yeah, Hercules is great. It's not my flavor, but now there's a Constellation. But that's the great thing about the game, right? It's like Panzer can love his C2M2 and somebody else can love the Taurus. I like the Corsair. Some guys don't.
Some people love the Caterpillars.
I did a whole video on this once, and I might do another one. I'll do a podcast on this. It's not really a video, but we'll do some of the org guys, and we'll do a podcast once we start doing those on YouTube, and it'll be very like my opinion, and a lot of guys in our group's opinion, is that when you try to min-max ships for combat, if all you care about is what's the next meta ship for PvP, you're missing a lot of stuff in the game.
Absolutely.
Like the Taurus is a garbage PvP combat ship. It is. It's not good. If you were going purely PvP, it's not a good ship. But to immerse yourself in the world of Star Citizen, the Taurus is phenomenal. Honestly, the interior of the Taurus, kind of that and the Corsair combined, give me like Serenity vibes. The way that the cargo bay is, the layout. I don't know. I think that there's nothing wrong with the Constellation, man. It's just people try too often to just buy themselves a Lightning and feel like a badass. All right.
There's nothing wrong with that.
What do we got over here? It's a multi-role ship. It is a multi-role ship. Not seeing anything good yet. Cutter's rig. There we go. I'll take that. Might be a bit of lag, but we'll handle it. Tracking and sharing.
Accepted.
Yeah, man. Taurus is the same as the Corsair in that role. They're multi-roles. Jack of all trades, master of none. Granted, the Corsair has more pilot firepower, but the Constellation has bigger turrets. So.
Guys, make sure you retake.
Coiled arms.
Why have I not found your channel yet? Loving this stream. Hey, thanks, man. I mean, I've this is the first time streaming on YouTube. Like I said, right? I usually stream on Twitch. I did it for years. Took a break for quite a long time and started like last month again. Started doing just short, no edit videos on YouTube as well. So it's kind of cool that the response has been like this. It's crazy. Like back at it for I think it's been 37 days. I'm back at it, and I'm 75% of the way to partner for YouTube. The lowest tier of partner. There's multiple tiers, but still, I'm looking forward to kind of being able to put memberships and that kind of thing and start sponsoring videos. And it's cool. Considering I don't do it full time, like I work. I just started streaming when I game because most of the guys in our group are super chill and we just have good conversations and just play the game.
Some of us are assholes.
Some of you are assholes, yeah.
Yes.
Not gonna point fingers and name names.
We are getting a
Staring
little
at you,
lag.
Panther.
Just be careful coming down. There's a bit of lag kicking off coming down to Cutters. That's not you guys watching the stream. That's Cutters rig. Some of these ground sites just have some lag because they're loading in so many entities. And in 323, they're probably going to get worse for a bit because the water's going to get new animations. And I've tried the water in Evocati. It's gorgeous, but it is lag inducing. I'm going to run my water probably at minimum settings for a little while till they figure it out.
Watch out for the cloud there as well.
Yeah. I'll probably switch to higher settings once they get Vulcan in. Because Vulcan will help optimize
Maelstrom.
quite a bit. Well, Maelstrom's the damage engine. That's going to fuck up the FPS again, but Vulcan should help with that. But my understanding is Vulcan's going to kind of optimize things quite a bit. This is a big... What ship are you guys coming in?
I'm in my Harbinger.
I'll leave that one. Good thing I got more RAM. Yeah, it's not a super RAM-intensive game. From what I understand, it's more CPU-intensive.
No, more RAM helps.
More RAM...
Yeah,
Oh, well, of course it
CPU
helps. Of course it helps.
CPU RAM, not GPU.
I went from 16 to 32, and it's much better. I don't have 64. I kind of wish I did, but 32 is enough. I'm usually using about 82 to 85% of my RAM.
128 RAM.
You have 128?
No, I've only got 32.
32.
Yeah.
Let's see what we got
Yeah,
here.
we talked about this. Remember though? I've only got 32, but mine's DDR5 instead of
I
DDR4.
think mine's DDR5.
Mm-mm.
I don't know what I have, actually. More lag going on. The NPCs have not spawned in yet. Watch out, they could spawn around us. Did you see the last ISC where they showed a quick shot of the Connie with the bottom guns going to be located? Yes, yes. They have adjusted that in the next patch. The Connie will have a bit more firepower. NPCs are spawning in very slowly. The server's struggling here.
You want me on Overwatch or you want me on the ground with you?
Most of them are going to be inside. You can come inside with us. This is just, the slag is... Oof. Guys in the stream, that's not just you. The game is actually being this laggy tonight. My FPS has dropped, like, really bad. I can't interact with anything. I'm moving away for a second. Let's let them load in.
We're usually back over here.
17 out of 21 have spawned in.
Yeah, I see that, but I'm getting severe lag. Like, it's rough. Also trying to, like, equip ammo and stuff, and it's being really slow. But this is how the game can be sometimes. I was trying to do knife kills there, buddy. It wasn't working. Like, my knife wasn't even coming out. NPCs have started drawing their weapons. The civilians. This is bad. We gotta get out of this site as quickly as possible. This is brutal. Okay. I was gonna loot that body, but alright. Thanks, Atomic. He flew his ship close and just blew all the bodies off.
There are
the
no
head.
bodies in the water.
Is anybody else not getting severe lag over here?
I'm running like a bit under 30 FPS, but
Do you have maybe you have a
I
newer?
have my FPS up, but I'm not lagging too bad.
Could be my older CPU. I'm not running as new a CPU as you are.
yeah, I'm running a Gen 5. I think.
My CPU's getting a bit older now. Like it's not like it's garbage, but it's older than what you guys have for sure. There's a bunch of guys out there to the left if you guys want to take them.
Mine's only 7th gen.
Mine. I don't usually struggle this much, but I'm struggling pretty bad right now.
I think today it's just a combination of things.
Yeah, but I mean, if I bring up my personal FPS, I'm running at 10 down here right now.
No.
Yeah, it's brutal. Yeah, I'm gonna move away from the area. I don't have this issue most of the time. It happens randomly sometimes in busier like sites like these ground sites when they're lagging in, and my FPS plummets for a little bit, and then it recovers. It's not my graphics card. My graphics card's newer than Panzer's. It's not my RAM. My RAM's fine. I think it's my older CPU is starting to do it.
Still hovering right around 35 FPS.
Mine's at 13.
I just watched TAC plummet to the ground.
Yeah, I went to the floor.
I should download more RAM. I forget what CPU I have, but I was talking to these guys about it. I know mine's like it's not like it's garbage, but it's getting older. You knew what I had, Panzer.
You're on a B550 motherboard, right?
Yes.
So you're running a 5th gen.
5th gen. Okay, so it's not like it's trash, but it's getting older.
Correct.
And because it's a CPU intensive game, that's what's happening here. Is my video card's actually fine. It's not the newest, but it's fine. It's a 3070 Ti. My RAM is fine, 32. I think I actually might have upgraded to 64.
Yeah,
It's the
I'm running
CPU.
a 3060. I'm running a 3060 Ti.
Yeah, and you're fine. I think I'm not getting CPU locked, but I'm getting like CPU
Dragged.
just drag. Yeah. I'll let them finish this off. I love these missions, and these sites are usually fine for me, but when the server's laggy already, what happens is the NPCs lag in slower, and then I get issues. When the Vulkan engine comes in and starts optimizing things, I'm guessing that my CPU will last me another year or so of this game. Like, it's not that old. It's just the game is nowhere near optimized.
I cannot find any of the NPCs.
It's
Yeah,
well because
do we know
it's
where any of them are?
no, we don't have markers yet. I'm gonna go up in the air and take a look, but it's just not a great week for the game, as far as CPU is working hard.
Wait, whose voice is that? Is that Atomic?
Yeah,
Okay. Sorry.
no problem.
I saw your name in chat, but I just hadn't put a voice to you yet.
There's dead
Um,
people over here.
I'm looking around from the ship. It's lagging pretty bad for me, like just in the ship too. I don't see any more spawning in.
Yeah, I've got a bunch of civilians standing around cowering, but
Might be good to just call the mission.
Yeah, if we're not worried about the money, I think we're just getting a lot of lag issues on this server. It might be worth just leaving the area. Because, like, I'm sitting at 9 FPS and I'm trying to fly.
Yeah. There's a pack of like Anvil playing cards over here. I wish I could just grab them.
Eventually be able to. It'll all get physicalized for sure.
someone shooting.
Yeah, that was me on the machine gun, so.
Leaving the area, FPS is going up, 20.
I thought it was just falling, clearing mag again.
30. Yeah, it's just those sites. You know, Shane, I don't know if that's the... I mean, yes, we're going to need better PCs as we go, but the fact that you need a beefy PC to play this game is not the way they want it in the end. It's because nothing's optimized. When the Vulkan engine... I'm not a developer, but from what I've read, when they bring in the Vulkan engine, it's going to optimize things a lot and start balancing more between CPU and GPU. I do think the game will get slower as things get added for a bit, but I also think when the game goes live, like 1.0, that it will run a lot smoother on last gen. You're not going to need a $10,000 computer to play finished Star Citizen. That's opinion, but I don't think that that's going to be the case. They want to optimize this.
Now my FPS is starting to tank a bit for some reason.
Yeah, I'm just chipping away from the planet a little bit. And then my FPS just spikes right back up. Honestly, the other night I was at Area 18 running 60 FPS. Like, it's very server dependent as well. I was doing the new missions, Overdrive, 60 FPS the whole time, 70 FPS. Once in a while, the new ground sites. Anybody who's watching, or the guys in the party, if you recall, when they launched the original ground sites, Ghost Hollow and Whistler's Crypt,
Oh god, yes.
the FPS was horrible at them, and now it's fine. So they just need to
Shifted.
they just need to optimize.
I'm gonna have to go now, so I'm not gonna take that contract. But it's been fun.
All right, dude.
Even though the 30k.
Yeah,
Have
well,
a good night, guys.
You
too.
See you.
Hey, Tomic, nice meeting you, man.
Yeah, you too. See ya.
Hundreds of millions ratio to, I'm sure. Well, I mean, I don't want to get too much into that because it starts making people polarize, but you got to realize the money they've raised has been spent, dude. Like it's not like they're pocketing hundreds of millions of dollars that they could spend on servers. Like between salary, 10 to 12 years of salaries, offices, taxes, development, computers, machines, like that's the money's spent. It's not like Roberts is sitting on a yacht somewhere. Like, I know people love to quote the amount of money they've made and hundreds of millions, etc. But like in the scope of developing 2 AAA titles, one of them using groundbreaking technology, I'm not like an absolute simp for CIG. I have my issues. I was at CitizenCon. I've had conversations with guys from CIG. They know my feelings on like the things that are wrong with the development of this game, mostly marketing. But the whole like they have enough money to do whatever is not really like an argument that I love hearing, because it's not
Can you reshare
that
that
much
mission?
money.
I'm headed towards bunker now.
Whoever had the mission, I'll just reshare it. I'll try as well, unless somebody else did.
Nobody has yet.
Sharing. Oh, I flew to the wrong bunker because I had the wrong mission tracked. Where's the other one? There it is, Tompkins.
Trying to figure out why I was trying to take me back over to
Yeah, I had the wrong one tracked.
might be someone already at Tompkins.
Why?
There's a constellation here, and it's a timer started. Yeah.
The missions have been overlapping the overdrive and whatever, so just be careful. There could be somebody else down there. A few more guys tuning in. Thank you.
It's counted as a zenith bunker.
Basic missions with the org. We're on Twitch and YouTube right now. First YouTube live. Yeah, that's about all I have to say about that. Thanks for hanging out. We're talking in chat about progress of the game and how we feel about it.
everything, anything.
There's negative stuff too. I try to stay relatively positive. I do, despite my issues, I do believe that we're getting close to the end of development. Not the end of development. Sorry, the game's gonna be live service for many years. The end of alpha. I think we're getting near to the live product. Then there'll be patches for years. That's something I do truly believe.
Had to break a bunker turret, but yeah, I've cleared landing zone.
Gotcha.
Just in case we need it.
Currently unknown if there's someone else here, as well as a Constellation and a Hornet on the ground.
Participation is key. What do you mean, Fields? Also, Mr. Fields is a hilarious name. There had to be a, there had to be a Mr.
bunker, or do you want me to
Fields.
stay up?
Oh, just stay up. I'll be there in less than 30 seconds. Oh, that's why you destroyed it. It's registering as a Xenothreat bunker.
Yep.
And that constellation is registering as active, so there could very well be somebody down there doing a mission.
Great.
Let's stack before we go down.
100%.
Coming in now.
reporting bugs is so important. It's a very good point. A lot of people forget that. They treat this like a game. No, sorry, it is a game, but they treat it like a finished game. So they go, oh, it was buggy tonight, it was bullshit, this game sucks so much, I never play. Because it's not a game. It's a play test. You know, like, I'm not saying complaints aren't valid. They are. But people need to understand that when there are bugs, like, as opposed to freaking out about them, report them. Talk about them.
Put a spotlight on them. Cockroaches don't like that.
Rescued by Balderdash, and since they're helping others. I rescued Shane? Who's Shane? I'm saying in chat that I rescued them a long time ago. What's your gamer tag, Shane? 9 o'clock and I'm drinking coffee. This is probably like one of the bad idea.
How's that a bad idea?
So who's in the Pisces?
Yeah, who is in the Pisces?
I brought it.
Okay.
Rula. I remember Rula. Yeah, man. We're not a medical org. Like, we don't just do nothing but medical, but we do try to help people wherever we can. So, medical beacons and that sort of thing are of our jam. But I actually love when medical beacons go wrong. I'm a really big fan of, like, going to do a medical beacon and it's a trap. And they come after you or something, and it gives you combat plus helping somebody. Falling's on here. Panzer, where are you?
Coming into land now.
There you are.
Hopefully dodge.
I have no name for TAC, but I do see his arrow marker, so we're just going to wait to go down until more guys show up.
Alright, do you want to go ahead and kick me? Because I had to relog.
That's fine. I got an arrow marker for you. Like, I can still see your friendly down there. We'll do it after.
Okay.
A few more guys tuning in. So in Twitch, we usually have 15, 20. Not terrible. We're not exactly huge yet, but I appreciate you guys being there watching. YouTube, this is like 8 to 10 people. It's the first YouTube stream ever. So like, anybody who's doing this has never seen me live before, as far as I know, unless they're coming from Twitch, which is, you know, cool. So if you don't think what we're doing is absolute BS, feel free to share and like and subscribe and all that nonsense, because I'm trying to hit the lowest tier of partner before summer so I can start doing giveaways and stuff in my feed.
Panzer's here.
Oh, why didn't that turn off?
I will say, I've got, I played Subnautica through Early Access, and it was basically this.
Yeah, Elite Dangerous I played alpha. That was brutal. We got a ship out of it, so.
We'll probably end up getting a paint or a helmet for this.
I hope they give us some kind of ship. I would love them to give like a limited Avenger or something, but I think it's more likely just going to be, here's some paints, here's some credits. I could definitely see them giving us starter credits. Keep in mind the wave's already started.
Just to say I did. Haha.
Only 2 left in this wave, both upstairs. I'm going to grab some better weapons. I'm wearing medium armor. I wish I wasn't, because I have very little ammo on me. I can't wait for the new looting system. It's going to speed this up so much. Like the arrows and stuff are going to be so much easier to use.
Hey, Tack? Tack?
I was clearing my mag. What?
I was just curious if you ever possibly thought about counseling for that anger issue you seem to have.
No, it's just clearing the mag.
Is it worth wearing heavy armor? Yeah, it is. For FPS
Yes.
missions, it is. So they've told us in the
Absolutely.
future that you won't be able to fly your ship with heavy armor on, most likely, or the backpack and stuff on, which makes sense. So suddenly crew stuff will happen, like a Valkyrie or a ship with drop seats. You would have Marines who are fully kitted for combat in those seats, and the bridge crew would probably stay on the ship. Like a Carrack, the pilot wouldn't go down to a bunker in the future of the game. So heavy armor for the guys who are going down, you can forget for a second how much heavy you are. There is more damage reduction, and there's more coming as they physicalize armor. There's way more slots for ammo, which is a huge thing, because I'm constantly reloading, until they give us backpack reloading, which is coming at 323. So that's a thing. But like right now I'm in medium, because that's what I was flying around in, and I'm missing how much ammo I have, because I can only carry 4 extra magazines. Doors.
Yeah, I guess I should look into it.
Like, I'm burning through so much ammo doing this. Like, it's really frustrating.
If he doesn't have his 9, you don't burn nearly as much ammo, but
Yeah,
smaller
fair.
guns just chew through ammo.
I'm just wearing a calico. At some point, I might just pull some heavy armor off one of these guys down here if we find one wearing heavy. I mean, I have so much armor by Genie Point. I always feel weird looting any armor, but, like, it is handy. Doing bunkers and light armor, ammo count. It is a bit sketchy, man. You get backpack reloading in the next patch, which is cool, like I said, but the thing is, this is why you run with a crew. If I run out of ammo, these guys are here covering me. Like, I don't really play solo much anymore. Sometimes I want to go out and just like a solo exploration run or something. As we have more star systems, I'm sure I'll go out in a Terrapin or something and play solo. But it's just so much safer, even just to play solo and have buddies in the party. Just in case something goes wrong, you get downed, you get cornered. There's actually more guys on than us right now. We're just kind of keeping it chill in the stream comms because some guys' mics aren't as good. Doors. I might take the heavy off this guy. It's not bad stuff. Did you guys see the new looting system? That you like can actually just swap out the chest piece without removing anything else? That's gonna be phenomenal. Wow, where'd that backpack I dropped go? Oh no! I dropped it. Where did it go? Is it under these guys or did it just despawn?
Probably despawned.
No, it's there.
Lucky you.
If it would stop dancing. There we go. Sorry I had to go early. I can't skate out with the gym. Yeah, I feel you, man. You're in a different time zone. I went to the gym this morning and this afternoon. I'm guessing it's what, morning for you? Oh, come on. Can you chill out, backpack?
Oh, this is the last guy probably not going to spawn, so we're going to have to...
Last guy's probably not going to spawn. So for the guys watching, there's a bug with the bunkers right now where the guys with the backpacks don't spawn. If you're doing a bunker and the last one's just not coming in, just leave the area. You'll still complete the mission. I'm wearing the dumbest assortment of armor right now with the chest piece that I put on. But
Panzer's on.
that's fine. Doesn't really matter what I'm wearing here. This is the thing. I do so much looting of cool armor and stuff that like sometimes it's cool to just wear stuff that you've just tracked down in the game.
Mind if I get a ride back to Everest?
Sure.
That's fine.
You hopping off?
Yeah, it's midnight.
Gotcha.
I got a
Yeah, same
presentation
here.
tomorrow.
Yeah.
Well, I'll keep going with our guys that are viewing for a bit, and if Tack's sticking around, do some more missions. We good to go?
Who am I giving a ride falling?
Yeah, Falling's taking a ride in. I'll stay in my Razor. I'll do a few more of these. How long have I been streaming for? Where we at here? There's usually a timer on my screen, but I don't usually do the YouTube thing, so I can't actually see it. Ah, hour and a half. It's not bad.
Got 8 people plus me watching on YouTube.
Yeah, for the first YouTube one, it's not bad. Like my first Twitch stream ever was like 2 people. Now it's usually 20 to 50. It's, you know, YouTube people haven't heard of me unless they've seen videos that I've done, which is cool. There's also a lot of guys that stream this game who are, you know, there's someone for everyone, right? This is how I stream. I have my crew, and we hang out, and we say nice things about the game, and we say
Not
bitchy
nice
things about the
each
game.
other.
Oh my god, I was streaming on Twitch like last week, and I knew for a fact that one of the guys from CIG, who's a lovely guy who's on our server, was watching, because he had told me, hey, I'm watching your stream. and I was playing, and as I was flying through an asteroid field, my ship hit something invisible and blew up. And I turned, looked directly at the camera, and just stared at the camera for like 15 seconds. Just like, because I was looking directly at him. I was staring into his soul. Okay, so for newer guys who are watching this, you see how the counter at the top of the mission says there's 1 of 8 left at the end of the mission. The LT, the enemy LT, they're not spawning right now. If you see this, like I said, just leave the area. And as soon as all of us get out of range, it's going to say we completed the mission and got paid. It's just a bug. It's been a bug since 3:22 when they did Siege of Orison. Started with that, never went away. You'll still get paid.
Taking off, falling.
All right.
Hey, we got service beacons.
You just wanted Everest, right?
Yeah.
Tack, are you sticking around or are you getting off too? Cool, cool.
Good answer.
Zach, is your mic muted?
You might be muted.
Yep, contract complete.
Yeah, contract complete. There we go. Well, in that case, I'm going to jump back to ArcCorp and switch out my gear and do some stuff around ArcCorp with these guys. Obviously, the guys watching want to see some stuff going on. I'm not going to do salvage because I don't have crew on tonight to do the reclaimer because these guys are getting off. Could do some beacons. I've finished the current wave of overdrive, so that's good till this Friday. Should be the final wave. And then we're going to unlock that armor to keep and the ability to buy a ship that I'm not interested in, but still a cool reward. Mr. Fields, are you Evo? I am allowed to say I am now. Yes, I do have Evo access. Not on this account. I have another account. We used to not be able to say it because of NDA, but yes, I have been playing in Evo. And there's certain things we can say and certain things we can't. I heard they changed the Xenothreat order. From PTU, they didn't change the order, they changed the way it's combined. So there were 6 waves in PTU. Wave 5 was the assault on Korea. And what they did was they combined 4 and 5. So the end of 4 was then an assault on Korea. So I think next week will be the end of it with 5 phases. And I think that's because they're trying to get it out before 323 hits live. Although I don't think that's going to be in the next 2 weeks, but I think that was the rough idea.
Here we go. I can see.
So what's everyone else doing? You guys playing the game right now? You guys just watching us play the game? Tell me your story. Because we have no specific plans tonight, so it's cool to just know what people are up to. The last phase, like old Xenothreat. No, so this event isn't Xenothreat. Like I know that Xenothreat's the enemy, but it's called Overdrive. The Xenothreat mission will be separate. I believe that they're going to flow directly into Xenothreat, but I don't know that for sure yet. It would make sense if they did. But old Xenothreat's my favorite event in the game. It's also the laggiest, buggiest event in the game, but
Including Jump Down.
yeah, Jumptown's way less buggy than Xenothreat. Xenothreat just kind of hits everything. Plus it shows you that you can do boarding of ships and there's NPCs in them and stuff because it's one of the missions. You board the cargo ships and there's hostile Xenothreat inside. And I look forward to like boarding clear the Idris, boarding clear the Bengal. Maybe release the Idris then. Oh, Fields. You do add Mooncalf, you.
Bengal would take hours on a low squad.
They've been very clear that the Idris will not be releasing until engineering and missions for capital ships. I don't think you're going to see player Idrises for pledge people, never mind buying it in game, for 6 to 8 months. I think you might see it this year,
Sounds safe.
but it's going to be a while.
Once that thing is added for pledge players, oh, people are gonna be so pissed. Once some random person can then grind their own Idris out. Oh, that's gonna be a crap
The guys who
storm.
spent that much money pledging a ship will always be pissed when somebody buys one in game. But I mean, I think buying one in game shows a lot more ability. Like, look at Elite Dangerous, okay? Guys could grind for 3-4 weeks and get a Federal Corvette. It took me 2 years to get mine because I did it naturally. But they were never engineered. So when they came up against somebody who had one engineered and they rushed theirs and you took your time and yours is better than theirs, they were always pissed off. The guys that spent money, look, I'm not knocking guys who spent money. If you bought an Idris, congratulations, you have an Idris. But like, those guys are going to get salty when somebody spends real money or doesn't spend real money on one. Because I've seen those conversations. People are like, oh, if you don't pledge it, it's not really yours, whatever. It's like, it's a game, dude. I've pledged some stuff, but like, pledging a frigate that needs like 25 crew just to make it functional makes no sense to me.
Plus, why? Why would you ever fly an Idris?
I want the goal in game because, you know, eventually they're going to add conflict zones and war zones, and there's going to be all kinds of stuff like that, and like, there's going to be a real reason to have ships like that, I'm sure. But I want the goal. I want to save for a Javelin, an Idris, a Bengal, all those things in game. I want to buy stations in game. I want to buy bases in game. I want to earn stuff. If you pledge everything, the guys I've met who've spent 10, 15 grand on this game, they never play the game. They complain there's nothing to do because they have everything. Why would they play? No thanks. We all need something to work toward.
Note.
Yeah. What's the different note?
Good night, guys.
Good night, Panzer. Thanks for joining us.
No, man. Anytime, you know that.
Yeah, buddy.
When it comes to getting things in game, I'm kind of hoping that the lightning eventually becomes earnable in game.
I think it will. I think everything will eventually be earnable in game. I am of the subset of people who believes they will eventually stop selling ships. People always call me naive when I say that, but I don't think they want the game to be pay to win. When the game goes live, my speculation is they're going to stop selling anything above starter ships for cash and they're going to start charging a subscription. Because I don't think that it's sustainable to charge for DLC in a game like this. Like, what are you going to do? Charge for each session that comes out? $20 a month, full access to the game and all future content, no more ship sales is the way I would do it. That's not inside information. I'm not quoting somebody. I don't know. But I think eventually the Lightning will be in game. I think everything will be available as purchase in game because they don't want you to be able to buy that stuff for cash in the finished game. They want the guys with, oh my god, what just happened? Oh god.
You know, right?
The worst landing of my life, but I'm in a Razor, so I drifted into the actual elevator area. So that happens when I'm streaming when I'm trying to fly. That was hilarious. Oh my god. Yeah, like I look forward to everything being earnable in game. I think it'll be awesome. I think it's gonna be a big deal. And I think that the guys who played Alpha and bought ships, that'll be our advantage. You know, like, oh my god, okay, think of it this way. I have the Reclaimer. The Reclaimer's probably going to cost like 150 million in the finished game. Like, it's going to be super expensive. It's going to be a big deal to have one. I will not be able to use my Reclaimer for probably 6 to 8 weeks after the game goes live because I won't have the money to fuel it. I won't have the money for the upgrade parts. It'll be a silly thing to have. But once I have the money for the parts and all that stuff, I won't have to grind the 150 million for the ship. I'll just have it. That'll be a perk for the guys who played Alpha.
Welcome to the ASOP vehicle retrieval system.
Do I feel silly sometimes for even pledging a Reclaimer? Yeah, I do. But I've also got a 1,500 person Discord and a 60 person org. Like, I mean, I've never not had crew for my ship. But when I see a solo guy who's like, oh, I'm so stoked, I pledged the Idris, I can't wait to use it with my NPC crew. I want everybody to enjoy themselves, but I don't think that's going to pan out well for those people.
It's gonna be an absolute ghost town on those ships because the NPCs probably won't even leave their seats.
I hope that NPCs get good. I would love, you know, Elite Dangerous, you could have NPC fighter pilots. I love the idea of being able to get a couple NPCs to maybe sit in a man turret and just kind of defend the ship with point defense or something. That'd be cool. Or a medic. Something. Sure. But I just don't think that it's going to be all... I don't think it's going to be like a fully run ship with nothing but NPCs.
Yeah, God no. You're gonna need almost a full crew of players for a ship that's not for Andrews. Not even to think of the horror show that's gonna be the goddamn javelin. That is gonna be a mess.
Yeah, but I can't wait to earn one in game.
Oh, earning in game is gonna be awesome, and so is flying it for the first time.
I pledged the 325A back in 2014. Yeah, man, and there's nothing wrong with that. I know guys who started back in 2014 and pledged the Avenger. They're very happy. Up to a Cutlass or a Spirit, I completely understand. I have spent some money since starting the game and running a group and streaming, but how do I word this properly? Because it's not meant to sound arrogant. I'm a special case. Not that I'm better than anybody, but I stream a lot and I run a group. So people who stream and run a group might want to have more ships because I can log in and go, hey guys, we're starting a stream, let's go crew the Carrack, and just have one. But the average player who just wants to have a good time, I think that we're going to see Avenger, 325A, Cutlass, Spirit, Zeus size ships in the game more than anything else. More than anything else. My first package was the exploration ship to the number of ships that came with it. Yeah, I mean, I know a few guys have done that. I think... Tack, are you still here?
Tack just dipped in the VC. Distro might have died or something.
Oh, he left. Okay, I didn't know that. Yeah, Tack, one of the guys who was in here playing with us, he had that for a while. He started with the exploration pack. But for a lot of people who are brand new, it's a lot of ships. That's a lot of ships to have. And it's unnecessary, because when engineering comes in, it's going to be really rough trying to crew those ships.
Welcome to the ASOP Vehicle Retrieval System. Your vehicle has been visited.
What's everybody else's pledge ship? Seen Exploration Pack. I've seen 325A. What's everybody else rocking? Fallen, what's your pledge ship?
Which one?
You have 3 now?
I have 3. I'm happy with 3.
What do you have? You have the Vulture, the Cutter. Am I right there?
No, I have the Pisces, the Lightning, and the Zeus Seal.
Oh, who's I thinking of? Pisces, the Okay, so you also, that means you have a C1 right now.
Yeah. And C1, it's a good ship. I just have too many gripes with it personally.
Oh, that's glitched out. Okay, the bottom door didn't open. Had a few mentors talking about CCUs, different playstyles. Yeah, I think we all had that when we started. People who, hopefully we all had somebody who kind of explained this stuff to us, because that's honestly why I started streaming this, because when I was playing Elite, I was streaming because... I started streaming Elite Dangerous on console because I was good at combat. Because we were a PvP group, we were ranking, we had a huge player base, we owned a lot of star systems, and I hadn't been killed by a player in like 4 years. Because all I did was heavy PvP. Engineering... So I started streaming, honestly, in Elite to show off. We'd go out, we'd fight griefers. I'd go out in a Federal Corvette alone, and I'd fight like 11 ships and win. So why not stream that, right? When I got this game, I was like, oh, I'll be badass at combat in this game too. No. It's so different. The ships aren't as tanky, they move different. I don't know the controls as well. Console and PC are different. I am still trying to get better at combat in this game. The reason why I started streaming again was because I saw, no salt intended to other streamers, because they're way bigger than me. They do this professionally. They have more polished videos and all the props to them. But a lot of them don't actually give you any information. They read to you what CIG has said in a post. They tell you, oh, this is what CIG said today, and they show you some clips from the game. But I didn't see anybody who was like, hey, do you want to know how to go buy a ship and kit it out to live on it? Let's just do that. And I had to learn that myself. So maybe I missed some streamers. But that's why I started streaming again, because there aren't a lot of people out there who have those mentors teaching them these things, besides like the guide system, which nobody uses.
You are clear to launch.
Came here from years of Warcraft. You know, I never played Warcraft. There's some guys in our server who play Warcraft. I've said to them a few times if they want, they should start a World of Warcraft forum. Because our Discord's got more people in it than just Star Citizen people. But I've never actually played Warcraft myself. What was that, Falling?
I was wondering, once the loaners for the like once Aedis comes out, the Javelin's going to get a loaner probably of the Aedis.
Probably, but I mean the Javelin is like a super limited ship.
Yeah, seeing that thing in game is going to be incredibly rare.
Agreed. Very much so agreed. Currently, I see is very steep learning curve, steeper than most can or willing to handle as important to help people. Yeah, man. Agreed. It's important to, like, there's a line, okay? Because some people are just dumb. And so you try to help people for like a night and they just don't get it. And you're like, okay, I can't keep up with this. There's also a lot of really toxic people who play these games. And so like you go to help somebody and they'll just be like, not even kids, just like super toxic adults that I just can't tolerate. I have like such a low threshold for douchebags. And so I have my limit when it comes to teaching new people, but that's why I have other guys in my org who are willing to. There's also, you got to keep in mind like the kind of groups that you're in. So like I'm streaming and I'm very happy to teach people the game, but our org's roleplay is we're kind of like spec ops and very secretive. So it doesn't really fit. So I have to keep in mind, like, I can't just let everybody into our org just because they seem really chill on a stream, you know? My bounty is right over Samson and Sons. This could go really good or really bad. But yes, very steep learning curve. These games typically do. That's why the average person you see in this game are in a white suit doing bounties. That's what they do. They just get in a white suit and they go around, they shoot stuff. And there's nothing wrong with that playstyle, but that's not what I do. I like to immerse myself in these games and learn everything about them and learn the lore and learn where, you know, where does this ship come from and who manufactures it, and the being good at PvP and making all the money will come later. Elite Dangerous, I started with nothing, like everyone did. I met some people who knew the game. Shout out to Oblivious from FSA, who taught me everything I knew in that game. And at some point, I realized that my playstyle was differing from theirs, and I branched off and started my own thing. You know? But you have to learn to walk before you can run in these kinds of games. If you want to start a game just automatically being a badass, go play Helldivers. The guys I meet who are... If someone says to me, I pledged an Idris, cool. You run a group, whatever, cool. If you say I bought it because I'm older, I'm retired, and I just like to spend money in video games and collect ships, cool. Not my place to judge you. It's the guys who are like, I bought an Idris and I'm going to be a badass because of it. Go fuck yourself, man. No, you're not. If you're solo on an Idris, I'm going to board you in a Legionnaire and wipe you out so fast. They need to understand that.
And the funniest thing is, when it comes to battle thing, is that if someone's flying Idris solo, they might not even see a Legionnaire coming up.
They definitely won't.
Because if they're in the pilot seat, well, that you can't see anything from the pilot seat. Like, it's not as bad as it was in the past, but...
I'd be so careful flying this bounty. Sorry if I seem distracted. I'm flying into the dark side of a planet in a Corsair, and it's pitch black. It's very hard to see where the ground is from here. I'm gonna let them come to me.
I'm just on the ground, would love to meet you.
Well, the ground would love to meet me. I'm just gonna stay up here. I'm not in a fighter.
That is fair.
Come on, come to me. Bounty target down. I just missiled him.
Nice.
What's coming towards me? I don't feel like fighting Asperia Glaives in my freaking Corsair. That's just without gunners. I'm always the guy saying don't fly big ships without a crew, and here I am in the Corsair alone. There's like 3 fighters coming towards me. Screw it. Just fired 8 Dominators at the Freelancer and just left.
You may as well brought out a damn Inferno.
I'd rather be in the Inferno. It can turn better than the Corsair.
I was thinking though, because the view back to what I was saying before about where someone solo piloting that behemoth of a ship wouldn't be able to see a Legionnaire, because if they're in first person, well, they can't see to the right. They have a massive blind spot there to the
Mm-hmm.
cockpit or the flight deck, and the left they might see you. If they're in third person, again they might see you, but that's a risk for anything.
Yeah, fair. What I really like in this game is the freedom. You know, do whatever you want at the time. Yeah, man. Like, and that's the thing is like some guys are gonna start this game on a no ship package. They've said that's coming. Being able to do missions at a city, join somebody else's crew, like that's gonna be real gameplay. Somebody else wants to do only space combat. Somebody else wants to do bounty hunting. There is a lot of freedom, and having multiple ships does help with that. I just mean like I'd rather save for those ships in game. If I could go back in time, because I have 5 pledge ships now. If I could go back in time, I would have. Why is my mission so far away? What just happened? I just picked up a mission for Hurston here at ArcCorp.
Huh.
That's weird.
If it had been the Arlington mission, that would have made sense, but
No.
it's a bounty, so it doesn't.
No, it's just a bounty. That was weird. Yeah, if I could go back in time, I would have the Corsair pledged, and that's it. I would start the game in the Corsair, I would live on my one ship, and I would earn everything else in game. I have spent some money as I've gone. I'm glad I have the things I do, but that's how I would personally do it. ERT, let's do this. You know, when I'm done streaming, I gotta figure out how to use Restream or OBS to do raids, or do I have to go to Twitch to then raid my buddy's stream? It's like so many different programs you gotta use. When I was streaming from Xbox, you just hit start Twitch. End Twitch. Like, that was it.
I've only ever streamed on Twitch, and that was only like, what, 3 times maybe?
It's not reliable on PC to use the actual Twitch app. It burns through your RAM. So OBS is way less labor intensive.
Yeah, plus, since OBS is free, it's just you grab it, you slap it on your PC, you can use it forever.
Yeah, and like once a week I try to upgrade it a bit more. I added an icon first, then I added a camera, then I figured out how to do a masking layer behind the camera, then I added a little viewer attack button for bits. Like, you know, 6 months time, I'm sure it'll look better. But that's the thing is, once I hit like partner on YouTube or whatever, I can start being like, hey, you know, $5 to be a member, and then anybody who does that, then I'll use that money towards buying prizes for the stream. Like, I think I've been streaming on Twitch for the longest time, and I think I might make my first $100 in a little while, and I'm gonna use all of that to buy 2 of the new Mirai ground fighter, whatever they're calling it, the Mirai Pulse at Invictus, and do giveaways on stream. I think maybe I'll do a giveaway on stream, and I'll do a giveaway in Discord. I think I said. Whatever. Origin 600i is my target. Nice.
600i isn't a bad ship, though, keep in mind.
I love the 600.
There is a rework plan for the entire interior.
Yeah, the 600i Explorer is going to get really solid. Ooh, my target's in a Hammerhead with a 600i. This is going to be interesting. Power to shields.
You know, really poorly or really well.
Let's heckin' go.
It has to do with our bunker. Kind of reminds me of the freaking...
and a Reclaimer, and a Constellation. Ah!
Oh, really? Break the Hammerhead and the rest of them will fall.
Hammerhead's down.
Reminds me of the mission I had at freaking... The Arlington Idris that spawned a Clutcher.
That was last night, wasn't it?
Might have been. But that mission still baffles me, the fact that you can even spawn there. It's a shame that the turret bugged out for a Clutcher. It wasn't, the missile turret wasn't rotating, so it was constantly shooting off in one direction.
There's 2 more ships. This was a good ERT. God, I wish my crew had stayed on.
Damn. No, the best ERT was the one we found where it spawned like 11 ships.
Oh, that was insane. Did I not see a reclaimer somewhere? I could have sworn I saw a reclaimer. Must have imagined it. I thought I saw one. No, I want to land to get the cargo out of these, but that bunker's right there. Ah, screw it. I like when they spawn in space and they have bounties, like, or sorry, when they have booty inside. Like if you kill like a reclaimer, like NPC or player in space, and then you scan it, it has a bunch of cargo in the back. Like that's what the Corsair is so good for, is like as a multi-role, or the Taurus, is you can just kind of do a little bit of everything, where there's some room in the back for you to gather cargo and stuff as well. Make a profit while you're doing it. Well, that was
So,
easy.
to be honest, I haven't done a single ERT like collection since they reworked the spawn rate of stuff. Mostly because every ERT I've done, well, I haven't done a lot of them ever. I think since Overdrive, or slightly before Overdrive, I just completely stopped doing ERTs.
I enjoy them. I can't. If you guys have seen any of the stuff from 323 yet, they've really buffed the intelligence of the NPCs, so bounties are going to get a lot harder. Like ERTs right now on a big ship are pretty easy. They will not be. Sorry, I'll say that properly. When the server is working properly, they will not be easy. If a server's laggy, they're still going to sit there like nothing. But I've seen the new NPCs in 323 in Evo, and they are... It's a combination of chef's kiss and like screaming at facehuggers and Alien. Like you see them moving, you're like, oh my god, they're moving. It's oh god, because they're just like, they're super intense. Thanks for the chat and stream. Got to fly for now. Catch you next time, Rula. Yeah, man. Catch you next time. Thanks for tuning in. One of my first guys to watch on YouTube, and we still got about 20 guys on Twitch right now. This is great. Honestly, I know there's guys out there that have like 150 live viewers right now, and they're just living the life, and they're full-time streamers, and like power to them. I work all day. I stream for fun. Maybe I'll get that big one day, but for the guys who are here, this is super appreciated. Priority mission. I don't really feel like doing Jump Town right now. What else do we got to do here? Clear out drugs, not solo. What about ground bounties? Lost and found on Walla. Let's do that. And away we go. What I gotta figure out after this is how I do the upload. So the video is gonna automatically go onto YouTube, but I'm pretty sure I can like edit the cover and stuff too and make it like a permanent video. So I'll do all that stuff too. Because I do have like a special cover that I use for live streams. Oh, can't wait till I can name this ship. Like eventually every ship will be nameable, only some are right now. But ship names in this game are limited to one per hull. So I don't want to say, oh, I'm gonna get my Corsair. I want to say I'm gonna get my, and I have a name for it. But I know what I'm gonna call my Corsair, but I'm not sharing it because then somebody else could name their Corsair that. So you want to lock those names in before you start sharing them. But like my Carrack's name is locked in, it's the Wild Endeavor. So I never say I'm getting up my Carrack. It's like, yeah, I'm gonna go get the Wild Endeavor. My Reclaimer's the Pale Moonlight. So I was like, yeah, let's call it the Pale Moonlight. So I look forward to having that. It's a big part of the immersion of these games for me.
And that's fair. I'm just thinking about the... God, I want to do, even name it Lightning.
You'll think of something. I had a name in mind for mine when I had the Lightning. But like, I don't know. It's just... It's a big part of living in those universes. Like in Firefly, they never said, hey, let's head back to our Firefly class hauler. They said we're going to Serenity. In The Expanse, they never said, you know, hey, let's head back to our MCRN missile boat. It was let's go to the Rossi. So part of these games for me is like, that's your ship. That's your home. The Carrack, I'm going to live on that thing for weeks at a time. I'm really surprised that some of the bigger ships coming out aren't like hull nameable. Like the Polaris, I really thought would be.
They're probably just trying to solve issues with it.
They are. They had issues with the way that the text was rendering.
And they probably don't want to deal with text while trying to get the rest of the Polaris out of the way.
Do I land at range and drive in, or do I just murk the turrets?
Nah, land at range. You know how servers are being.
Oh, it's a Xenothreat one anyway. It's only going to have one turret. Screw it, let's just take it out. Where is the turret? Hello, turret? It's always scary when the turret doesn't render in at first.
Watch your speed.
What do you mean?
I saw you heading at 144, but getting pretty close to the ground, so I got worried.
I don't see a turret on this bunker, and I'm very nervous about that. We're going to park behind this bunker. So, a little thing to know about these Xenothreat bunkers is they're kind of like the old ones that only have one turret. Most bunkers now have multiple turrets to defend them, but the Xenothreat ones have only been having one turret. So if you're coming into one of these missions and you want to take out the turret and you're not seeing the turret, just park behind it. Not guaranteeing that you're not going to lose your ship, but it's much less likely.
Just make sure you put full power to shields.
It already is. Corsair's all ballistic on mine, so I can go full power shields all the time.
That is good.
Couple guys still watching our first YouTube stream. Thank you. Bunch more people on Twitch. Also, thank you. Don't see a lot of people chatting, but I think a lot of people like to just lurk this late at night and kind of just see what's happening in the game. So, lurk away.
I'm honestly wondering what the Polaris interior is going to look like.
They've shown it.
Well, I mean, like with the paneling done, textures done, that whole song and dance. Because you can't really use the Constellation for inspiration because the ship's so old.
Correct. The Constellation's probably going to get reworked with whatever they do on the Polaris. Polaris is going to inform design on all the RSI ships.
Which part of what makes it so interesting, that it's going to feed into the Galaxy, into the Perseus, into a Connie rework if that ever happens.
Oh, they'll all get reworked, dude. The first gold standard coming out is the Retaliator at Invictus this year. It's also the first modular ship, meaning that we're going to get probably modularity on the Carrack soon, is my assumption.
You should have brought more ammo.
I really should have.
Just gonna go and check this.
It's lagging. Badly. Okay, I cannot handle this new fire. Uh-oh.
You brought the wrong ammo, didn't you?
No, I dropped my other gun. Running lasers on my Corsair. So the other one. Keep in mind, the 85B is going to be very accurate, dude. They're fixed weapons.
Time to get your fists out.
This is going to be the run of my life. What else do I have here? I had a pistol on my hip before. Why isn't it? It's not there anymore. I think when I switched my armor for that chest piece in the last bunker, I think I lost a couple of my guns. And I have ammo in the back of the Corsair. I didn't come down with it. So we're going to try something absolutely crazy here.
You probably could have multi-tooled one of the corpses.
Oh, he was rushing me. I
Try
believe
multi-tool
I
the
can
corpses.
fly. No, they're pushing. I don't have time.
Not sure where they went, but they couldn't have got far.
Why can't I hit you? I can't hit half these guys. And I'm down through a wall. Ah, Star Citizen.
one could be down to server, honestly.
That was going so well. Where did he shot me through that barrier? Come on. I don't want to lose the Corsair. I was gonna say, do I care what I'm wearing? I'll just backspace. Who's near me right now? Falling, are you still near me?
I closed the game. But
Close the game.
I can get back on, don't worry.
I'll just medical beacon it. That was going so well, hand-to-handing them all too. No. That's alright, we got reinforcements on the way.
Do medical beacons tell you when someone's taking it?
Yeah.
I think that when the Polaris first comes out, I think it's gonna be in the state where it's just whoever has it can just basically beat any current mission in the game.
Not true at all, unless it's fully crewed. No one's taken the beacon yet. Oh, somebody has. King Crimmy. That's disconcerting.
Hope it doesn't turn around and murk you.
Sounds like he might.
Want me to load in?
We'll give him the benefit of the doubt. It can get me. I could always just backspace and fly back down here too.
True.
I'll spawn it by GMR. You know what? Let's just do that. It's gonna make this boring. I literally threw on cobbled together gear from the last bunker I was in. I'll just restock up, come down, finish the mission, get my gear, get my ship. It's fine. You can do this right now. In the future of the game, maybe not, because we'll have perk points and stuff with the whole death of a spaceman thing. But for now, just backspace. Right.
I was wondering, is the shape of the Polaris, is it forward, is it wider at the front now, or is it slimmer? Because I swear,
Did you know that once a week you fixate on a new ship and every question you ask is about that ship?
We were just talking about the Polaris.
I know, but like 2 weeks ago it was Idris, boarding the Idris, being on the Idris. I boarded the Idris, and now it's the Polaris. You fixate, dude. The Polaris got wider. The Polaris got wider and longer. Its interior got bigger. Polaris will be very powerful if it's fully crewed. It will not be powerful if it's solo.
That's fair.
Let's take the opportunity to re-kit out. Fashion show. What do we see here? Let's do one of these. Oh, that didn't work. Is that server lag? It's just
when in doubt, just double click it on the.
The medical gun was still there. Oh my god! No, it's the Watch. It's gonna swap back. Nope, it stayed. Okay, cool. Let's go heavy this time, because that was down to me wearing lead armor. Custom core armor. What do we got? Let's go really heavy. Legs. What do we got here? I know I have some of those ADP black legs here somewhere. We're just gonna go monstrous.
Yes, wide.
We're gonna be thick.
Thick as you can get without grabbing the exploration armors.
Do I not have any more of them? I have way too much gear. This is why I want to wipe. There we go. ADP black. Let's go arms.
My god.
Let's go thick. We'll do helmet. Now this is where I can really have some fun because I have a lot of helmets. And most of them are rare. I'm not going to play solo with my favorite rare Void Ripper helmet on. Actually, you know what? I wish we had a search bar for our gear.
Yeah, that's what I was hoping for as well with 3.23, but that's not happening.
There's one there. If I have at least 2 of them, I'll wear this one solo. Let's see. That's one I'm wearing. This is my favorite helmet in the whole game. Anybody who has these, I'll buy them off you. This is the one thing that if it was in the pledge store that I would actually pay pledge money to get one of these. Just to have one all the time. Any other armor I won't, because I'll just earn it in game. Like I do a lot of looting, I'll find it, but this is such a rare helmet, I really want to keep one.
And that's fair.
Could have sworn I had two.
I'm surprised that Zig's taking the choice to use the Zeus exploration suit for all their promo material.
Why?
Because every time, no, I thought they'd pick something else. I'm surprised they've used the same armor set for each one.
I think I only have one of this helmet that I like, so I'm gonna switch helmets out. We're gonna go Artemex. Artemex Black. Yes. So I'll wear rare gear all day. Like, I don't care if I lose gear. It's an alpha, whatever, who cares? Unless it's my very favorite one and I only have one. I'll save that for, like, ship meets and stuff. I don't want to risk my only one of something I love to go do a solo bunker mission.
Yeah, I think I'll only bring like my really rare stuff just to like expos, probably Invictus showroom. But it's only stuff like that. Afterwards, I'm not really sure how often I'd run out stuff. Probably only if I'm in a crew.
This server's super laggy. But if we're going back down there for my stuff, we are going down heavy. I'm looking for my FS9s. I know I have a bunch of them, but they're not... Are they all... Oh, there we go.
How many corner rifles do you have?
I have a lot of corner rifles.
I tried using one in the bunker earlier, and God, the recoil on that thing is insane.
Scope. I know I also have some dot sights. Let's do that too. That's a flashlight. I'm pretty sure I can just do this. Weapons. Attachments. Why is it giving me... Oh, because it's probably also selecting... utility, that's why. Weapons, attachments. There we go. You guys seeing how slow this is loading in? This is brutal.
It's probably a combination of having a bajillion items and a slow server.
Slow server and having weight. Like, this is my attachments pages. Like, who needs this many attachments, really?
It makes me worry for item banks.
Well, I think item banks are just going to make us carry less stuff. It doesn't help the servers being so laggy that it's taking me longer to do this than I'd like. There we go. That's what. Okay. Ammunition. Almost out of FS9 ammo, but that's fine. Let's buy some more or loot some more. Let's do this. Let's do this. We're just going to put it all in there. Utilities, things you always want to have with you. Let's do a med gun. Let's do some med pens. There's a couple of these in my body down there, but let's do some tiger's claws.
Yeah, I think it's med gun, med pens. Bring a multi-tool with a tractor beam.
Yep. Sustenance, always carry a few. Tractor beam, of course. Let's pick up one of the cool colored ones. Go black and white. Tractor attachment. There's probably a bunch of them up here somewhere. There we go. And just to be safe, like I didn't do last playthrough, which I almost always do, and I feel like a moron for not doing. Have a sidearm as a last resort. I was fully kitted when we started tonight, but I switched my armor in a bunker. I was like, oh, that's a cool chest and arms, and I put them on, and I think that it switched what I was carrying, because I didn't have the same gun on my back, and I didn't have my pistol anymore. So just always double check what you have, be prepared. If you're choosing to play this way, if you're choosing to actually kind of play immersively, if you're not, just wear a white suit, and if you die, does it really matter? But if you're choosing to play this way, make sure you have certain things with you. The lag is really not helping here. Like, the server lag is just being brutal. Aw, it didn't turn itself on. Usually it does. Wait. There we go. Look how pretty we are.
Ah, yes. You could roll you towards the bunker.
Now, going back for my Corsair. So, I'm going to take something I can leave behind. So we're gonna take the Avenger Stalker.
Has been to please visitors.
Nobody following me, nobody following me. You know, it notifies me on Twitch when you get new followers during a stream. It doesn't notify me on YouTube. So if any of you guys have been following, I appreciate it. It's probably like a premium thing or something you gotta pay for, which I'm just not gonna do. I forget who said they were watching Broken Arrow earlier, but I'm definitely actually gonna watch that tonight when I go to bed. I haven't seen that movie in such a long time. So I died to a bullet going through a wall in a bunker. Go back for that helmet that I was wearing and my ship. Where is my body? There she is. Oh, it's on Walla.
Thank you, and please visit again.
Honestly, we're talking about ships and stuff. Like, anybody who has their starter who has one of these, the Avenger Titan, like, you're fine. You don't need much more than this. This is actually the Stalker, but Avenger in general. This was my starter when I first started the game, and I almost wish I'd stuck with it. Ooh, lag spike. I cannot wait for the new map. This is like, just locking on to stuff is so brutal. And away we go. See, it's a good little ship. I like the textures on this thing. It's got a really nice little texture on the paint, or the hull.
My one gripe with that ship is that sometimes the MFDs just kind of vanish.
Yeah, every ship has its issues, but it's one of the more reliable ships in the game.
I don't think I think I've only flown one once. It was only briefly.
I had not flown the Avenger since it was my starter ship. I upgraded from what was my path? I did an Invictus free fly to Pisces. When I pledged the game, I got the the Avenger Titan Renegade, which is a special paint job on it. I upgraded that after about 6 months to the Freelancer. I flew the Freelancer exclusively for quite some time. Love that ship. When I knew I was in love with the game, I upgraded the Freelancer to the Valkyrie. All these are like my only fly. I was buying stuff in game, but like I flew the Valkyrie as my daily for the longest time. And then the Corsair came out, and so I branched off. I melted, and I used the LTI Avenger to upgrade to the Corsair. I used some store credit, and I got a cutter with LTI and upgraded it to the Vulture. So I had the Corsair and the Vulture for a while, and then I started branching out. But I'm still pretty controlled. Like I have 5 ships. I have 5 ships and 1 ground vehicle, and that almost feels like too much to me, but I also play a lot. Everything else you see in my ASOP is earned in game.
I'm surprised they don't bundle the packages of the bigger ships with vehicles more.
What do you mean?
Because I know doesn't the 400i pledge come with the X1?
400i comes with the X1, yes.
Yeah, so like that. The Carrot comes with the Pisces.
And the Ursa.
Yeah, and the Ursa, which is massive. I'm surprised that more of the bigger ships don't come with vehicles.
Oh, well, keep in mind, most of those are probably temporary. I don't think you actually keep the Ursa once the game goes live.
That's fair. It's a shame ground vehicles are kind of iffy right now, but hopefully, I can see them being useful for distribution centers.
I think that ground vehicles are going to become very important. Very important for distribution centers, for ground missions, for exploration. Once you can leave markers on your ship and you don't want to burn through fuel, you'll land you don't land Carracks. Well, some guys do. It's not efficient to land a Carrack at 6 bunkers in a row. It's too slow. What makes sense is to Like, and we also don't have real exploration yet. Like, eventually there's going to be random caves to find, random gear, random out things that aren't on the map. It's also a live service game. They'll be adding random shit. So, like, you know, a random Ninetales encampment or a loot drop somewhere that wasn't there before. Like, all these things are going to be added. Why is this elevator up?
Maybe dude was going for the
beacon.
rescue.
Yeah, I think ground vehicles will really have their day when you're actually like landing your carrack. There's a marker on your carrack to find your ship again. You're getting in the Ursa and you're going for a long exploration run. You might even log on the Ursa and drive back to the carrack the next day. Like, this is kind of the future of the game we're looking at.
And that's true. But it'd be kind of funny using the driving the Nova to the distribution center.
Where did that guy go?
Well, isn't this an elusive prey? Looking into
Oh, come on, really? I cannot wait till they buff grenades. Like, this is stupid.
I'm surprised they're buffing the railguns splash radius.
Railguns, shotguns, grenades, grenade launchers, they're all getting buffed. Okay, this last guy's marker is wrong. He's not there. This is making me nervous. Where is this guy? The servers have not been great.
Yeah, I honestly can't wait for Invictus to blow over, because by the time that comes around, Zenith will probably be either going or over.
Yeah. Yeah, it's all the events going on, you're right.
Because, I mean, if past issues persist, then Zenith
Okay,
won't
wait.
even be beatable.
I just killed that guy and the counter didn't go down. There's 2 missions going on here, that's why the elevator was up.
Yeah, if past issues persist with the way things are currently going, then Zenith threat. I hate to bring this up again, but the final Zenith threat enemy, is that thing you're supposed to kill it, or is it just like optional?
It's usually an Idris that you have to kill or drive out of the system. It hasn't been working. I think this bugged when I died. When I died and came back, because I've got a marker for a guy there that's not there. I don't really care about the mission money, I just wanted to come back for my ship, but it's a little disappointing that happened. This is just how the servers have been for a few days. Like, he's definitely not here. Okay. Yeah, the final target of the Zenith threat event is usually an Idris, and because the Idris is kind of bugged right now, I don't know what's going to happen.
Maybe they swap it out with a. They can't even swap it out. They're all broken.
Take this for the ship. I forgot that I'm re-equipping the Corsair after that bug lost me the ship, so I might as well grab some extra stuff for it. Anything else here that I care about? I'll take that for the ship.
When Invictus swings back in, what I might end up doing is leaving. I still have some golden tickets to the F8C, so I might end up leaving those in the ships, just for people to find as a scavenger hunt.
Yeah, if they actually do that event again, that'd be cool. A couple random guys tuning in, even though it's the end. This is one of many Twitch streams. Obviously, for those of you who are watching there, I do these all the time. You know, like I'm huge or anything, but 20, 30 guys watching is pretty cool. YouTube. Have never streamed YouTube before. It's first time trying it out using Costream on OBS. We've been out for like 3 hours. It's been really good. Guys chatting, following and stuff. So really appreciate you guys making the first one a success. Anderson Ferreira. Dude, your content's awesome. Hey, thanks, man. Greetings from Brazil. Beautiful country. What, some of my videos have helped you out? It's just kind of your first time watching me live? It's always nice to hear. But yeah, following. I think that the, bounty assignments. Oh, now the bounty guy's coming out. Really? I just came upstairs.
I saw the timer. I thought that was for a different area.
I guess I'm going back down. I guess it fixed itself when I came up. All right, whatever.
It wasn't even when you came up. It was ticking down when you're already in the bunker.
Yeah, but I hadn't killed that guy, so I don't know what's... whatever. The servers have just been like this. Anybody who's watching who doesn't play Star Citizen, honestly, it's usually... It's an alpha. It has its issues, but honestly, it's usually pretty good. It's just been a rough couple of weeks with special events going on. First time watching your live stream. Well, it's my first time doing a live stream on YouTube, so... Where am I getting shot from? Hey, a guy with a backpack spawned. These guys have been broken forever.
Huh. Not surprising.
Sub free living aboard video is out today. Thanks, man. I just made that one, I think, yesterday. So that's cool. Well, I will take this. I will take this. I will take this. I would take the extra FS9s for the ship, but my hands are full. Backpack is empty, of all things. But hey, he spawned. That's something.
I wonder if a bug ended up being because of the stuff in the backpack screwing up.
Maybe, but we've already done bunkers today where the LTs still aren't spawning, so it's just a thing they have to fix.
Yeah, so it's currently a toss-up. Hopefully with the Xeno threat at the end, they just swap out the final thing for like what, 5 hammerheads?
Yeah, or they just fix the Idris. I mean, this has been, so I've been playing this game for a long time. 3.18 was one of the worst patches of all time. Like, people couldn't play. I couldn't get into the game for almost a month. It was pretty bad. 3.22.1 has been the worst for non-game breaking bugs. Annoyance bugs. I can play. It's actually running pretty smoothly. But there's been a lot of little annoying things in this patch that have made it difficult to play. Bunkers not spawning, etc. It's been random for me, just had one of each. One of each what? Like the bugs? This is good though. I wanted to do like a simple test of like whether streaming on both worked out. I didn't think anybody was going to watch on YouTube, to be honest. So seeing it starting was cool. Considering I have way more followers on Twitch than I do on YouTube. I didn't know how it was going to go, so I appreciate that. Alright, let's get stuff on the ship. Let's get the hell out of here. Or something else goes wrong. LT spawning and not. Yeah, it's been a bug for a few months, but it's good to see at least they're spawning sometimes now. I honestly haven't seen one spawn in a while, so.
A few months is crazy. I remember doing the freaking Siege like almost yesterday.
Yeah, Siege was, what was that, January? Something like that. Beautiful. Twitch has too many commercials for me. Yeah, I've thought about just turning them off completely, but to be completely transparent, as a guy who doesn't stream full time and started doing this as a way of like convincing myself that gaming wasn't a waste of my time because I was now doing something with my time. If I stream twice a week for 4 hours a stream, I make about $8. So running those ads is like literally buying me a coffee for gaming for 4 hours while streaming. So I couldn't really bring myself to turn off the ads completely. I turned off the pre-roll ads, so when people first tune in, they don't instantly see ads. They watch for a bit before it happens. If you like subscribe or whatever on Twitch, whatever that process is like, then you don't see ads on my channel. I have it turned off so subs don't see them. So that's a thought if you're the kind of guy who subs on Twitch. Otherwise on YouTube, like, I'm nowhere near having ads on my feed, right? You got to have like thousands of followers before you can even put ads on. What I am going to do once I hit partner on YouTube, which I'm actually getting pretty close to, there's a lower tier of partner now. So once I get to a certain number of, thanks for the follow, man. I appreciate that. Once you get to a certain point of viewers on YouTube, you unlock the low tier of partner, which means you can start doing memberships. And so memberships don't show ads, but they give people an option where they can like super highlight themselves in chat, or they can like donate for something. And so when I hit that tier, I won't have ads on YouTube. What I'll do is I'll say like, hey, you want to shout out at the end of my video? It's like a $5 thing. Do you want to like boost your thing and feed? It's this much. It's like basically like Patreon built into YouTube. Yeah, so do I. I have YouTube Premium, I get ads too. But I also just don't have ads on my videos. You can like, they're not an option to show. But yeah, that's something I'm just kind of looking forward to, is being able to kind of have that monetary tier that makes it optional, not mandatory for people to actually do something. Makes it annoying to find people to follow. Yeah, I guess it is. You tune in, you get pre-roll ads, you gotta sit through 5 minutes of stuff just to see if you want to watch their stuff or not. That's why I turned off the pre-roll ads. Let's check something out here. Throttling down the ship to 0 before I turn off the engines. We're going to check on something in the ship here. I can't wait until we have engineering where it's like, oh, you know, I'm going to park my ship and go do some tweaking now on my ship. Some guys are going to find it tedious. I think it's super cool that's coming.
It's also going to be a dose of reality for people who play big ships.
Yep.
Even ships like the Constellation are going to get hit with it.
So while I'm here, there's probably some guys who are newer here who haven't even seen this ship before. So this is the Drake Corsair. This is my main daily driver ship. She gives me very Serenity vibes inside, not outside, but inside. A couple things of note. It's got bunks for the captain and each of the crew. Once crew bedlogging comes back, which currently is a feature that's turned off. They have some issues with it. It used to work in prior to 3.18. It is going to come back, we've been assured. But once it comes back, your crew could actually choose a bunk and live on your ship with you. So that's a feature I can't wait to have back, because you've got individual armor and clothing lockers for each bunk. So in the future, you won't be able to fly your ship in heavy armor. So you'd board your ship, take off your armor, put it in the locker, put your flight suit on, go do your missions, fly. Get back into here, get your armor back out. There's a bunk for each person with storage. That's personal storage, not shared storage. Same thing, look at turrets here, all right, side turrets, elevator in and out of the ship, bunks, basically the same for each crew member. I used to have guys living my ship full time. I can't wait till I can do so again. It's really cool. You got a bathroom when that becomes an actual thing that you have to use. Not every ship has a bathroom and a shower. This one does, which is great. Galley, so exploration ship, right? You need food and water to survive. You want to be sitting down when you're jumping to quantum. So the idea is that when this is all functioning, there'd be a food processor and water, and you would restock. It's a basic exploration ship, so you would restock on water and you would restock on foodstuffs, like it's like gruel, at a station before you leave. I don't know what the stock will be like, but if you don't have to carry bottles of water and stuff with you, you're flying, your co-pilot says, or your pilot is like, hey, I need some food, I need to use the bathroom, co-pilot's aircraft, co-pilot takes control, which will be a thing as well. You come back here, take a bowl, get some gruel, sit at the table, have your food, sit with your crew. These MFDs will eventually work, so the pilot could, for instance, keep an eye on comms or shields while they're sitting back here eating. Somebody attacks you, red alert, you run off to your stations. This is why I love this ship. None of the stuff I'm saying is speculated. This is all stuff that is coming. We know it's coming. It's just a matter of when is it coming. So I'm looking forward to it. The flask is pretty cool. This flask right here comes with the ship. You could take it and drink some alcohol and refill it, and it's kind of cool that it comes back each time you call the ship. Engineering.
It's a shame that. Oh, go ahead.
What's that, Fallen?
No, I was gonna say it's a shame that you don't have a photo to overlay of when we had the galley fully stocked.
We'll restock it again. Engineering back here, pretty straightforward. One person could do it. It's not a very big ship. It's like a large medium ship. Something goes wrong, grav gen goes out, whatever. Somebody with a high skill in engineering would come sprinting back here. We're going to get our first look at engineering gameplay in 3.23 Arena Commander. They're putting in a test experimental engineering mode. So we'll see what that looks like. But if you're the kind of guy or girl who pledged a multi-crew large ship and you play mostly solo, this gameplay is going to be a kind of a rude awakening once it comes in, because you're going to have to upkeep your ship. You blow a shield gen in combat or a hydrogen fuel tank in combat and you don't have somebody else to patch it, you're going to have a problem. Armory, guns. My shit's pretty stocked right now. I lost it to a bug. I had to start doing it again. You can put big guns here. You can put armor. Keep exploration suits or something in these lockers. This is all good here. This will eventually be for an ammo bin. They don't exist yet, but when they do exist, you can keep some ammo down here for your guns. Again, shared storage rather than having to keep it in your pockets. Back to the cargo bay. Again, my shit's pretty stocked. So I got a Cyclone MT back here. Really fun little vehicle. And a couple of shared storage things for crew. They're not very full right now. Again, I just reclaimed the ship. But we're just going to start putting some of this stuff in here.
I have to wonder how much of a lag fest distribution centers is going to be to start.
Oh, they'll be rough. They'll be super rough. With the Carrack's before the grid started playing, I was sort of an engineer, not so much to do myself. Carrack's a great ship. I love the Carrack. I have a Carrack. I don't use her much right now. The Carrack in one star system without crew bedlocking is a bit much. Like landing a Carrack to do bunkers is incredibly slow and tedious. I own one pledge, like a named Carrack, and I just don't use it right now. But I'm looking forward to the future gameplay of exploring 10, 15 star systems away. Crew lives on board, spawn point set to the Carrack. Once those cargo bay doors open, you can have like your vehicles or like she is a phenomenally versatile ship for a crew, but she's meant for like going into atmosphere and then sending down a shuttlecraft. She's not really meant for land takeoff. So I could see like landing the Carrack at range from a distribution center and driving in an Ursa, or coming into Atmo when the pilot stays on the ship and then the bridge crew or the combat crew go down in a Pisces. That's more what I'm not saying you can't use the Carrack to just do bunkers by yourself, but she's intended for long range, long term operations. And I'm really looking forward to those becoming a thing in the game. Okay. We've been streaming for about 3 hours. We had a full crew on. It's calmed down a bit as guys kind of started tuning out. So here's what I'm going to do. This was our first YouTube stream ever. Obviously, I Twitch stream a lot, but this is the first YouTube one. I'm getting tired. I'm going to call it. I really, really appreciate the guys who tuned in on YouTube for this first test of doing this. It worked really well. I'm going to start doing all our Twitch streams on YouTube as well. I'll add a cover, I'll save it, I'll upload it, it'll be there for you guys to watch later if you want to. 4 things before I wrap this up for the guys who are still here on YouTube and Twitch. 1, Twitch has been growing really quickly. YouTube has been growing way faster than I thought it would, like 30 days, and I'm almost a partner. Follows, subscribes, all that crap, commenting on videos, it's all really helping. And so the guys that I see your name popping up a lot, thank you. 2, if you haven't already joined our Discord, do it. There's a link to it in my bio. Jump in. You do not have to join our org to join our Discord. Just join the Discord. Come hang out, ask questions. We're all really passionate about the game in there. It's at almost 2,000 people now. Sorry, almost 1,500 people now. Yeah, it's just a good time. 3, a reason to join it. I'm going to be doing contests, 2 contests when Invictus comes up in May. We're going to be doing a giveaway in Discord. For the person who invites the most people to Discord, they're going to win either a starter ship pack if they do not play the game, or a Mirai Pulse if they do play the game. So they'll get something worth about $50. And we're also going to do a Twitch and YouTube giveaway of something similar. And the last thing is the the whole thing everybody always says at the end of YouTube, you know, like, comment, share, subscribe, follow, all that crap. It all helps out. Thank you very much for tuning in and hanging out with us. I will be streaming often, but I see some questions about when am I streaming next. I do not have a set schedule yet. I'm not a full-time streamer. I work full-time. I stream when I game. So if I had to guess, I would say I will be streaming tomorrow evening on Twitch and YouTube. I upload roughly 3 videos a week of ship lore, traveling in the verse, living in the verse videos, explanations of things to the best of my ability. And I stream a lot more on weekends when we do org stuff. For instance, this weekend we'll be doing Arena Commander PvP training and live stream that. So keep an eye out. As this grows, I will do a schedule. I'll make it more official, but for now it's just more of like a join our Discord, and I post a link when I'm going live in there. Otherwise, Falling, thank you for sticking around till the end when most of the crew guys logged off. Everybody who's watching, thank you. I will catch everyone next time.